Can you hear me now? Hello? Check. Sorry, we should be good. I was muted. My bad. Hello, hello. Good evening. Y'all already in ties still playing ballistics? My bad. My bad. Yep. We're ready to go. How about the Jets being eliminated? I know, that's crazy. Is Goof in here yet already? Did I see Goofa? I see Farva. I don't see Goofa. Beneficiary yards. So net count. Minnesota, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Rams, Buffalo, Atlanta, Kansas City, Vegas. All right. Net yards. Minnesota, Dallas, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Tampa. Total flags thrown. Arizona has the least. Baltimore, Dallas, Jets, Seattle, Tennessee the most. Interesting. Net yards. Let's go net yards. That's what we'll pull up today. Timothy Blevins, go Bills respectfully. Understood. Hey, respectfully. Hey, respectfully, Bills fans, just kidding. Love you guys. Love you guys. Let's have fun. I tried ballistic one time. It was okay. I'll play a little bit tomorrow probably. It's so funny, Goof. In Michigan. Wow. You know, Skeeter. Yeah, you're such a troll, Skeeter. You're such a troll, dude. You're such a troll, bro. Like, I just want to jump through my screen, give you a hug, and give you a 1-2 slap, dude, because you're a troll. I don't give a rip about this game against the Bills, to be completely honest with you. To be completely honest with you, I don't give a rip. I really don't. I'm not going into this game at all caring about it. I don't. It doesn't matter. We can lose an AFC game. We can't lose to the Bears. We can't lose to the Vikings at the last game of the season if it matters. And we can't lose to the Niners. That's all it is for me, dude. We can lose one more. A pneumonia back? Stop it, I'm well. That's crazy. We literally can lose this game against the Bills, and the Eagles can win, and we have the tiebreaker. Doesn't matter. And I promise you, Skeeter. I promise you, brother. I promise you. Clip it, dude. I'll look right in the camera. Which camera am I on? This one. I'll clip it, dude. If the Vikings-Lions game means anything, the last game of the season, the last week, if it means anything, if the Lions have something to play for, if it's the NFC North on the line, I promise you, you are going to get crushed. Crushed. The only way that that game's even slightly competitive is if we aren't playing our starters. That's it. Clip it. Clip it. The Lions have the 1 seed right now, and if they lose next week, buddy. Mr. Ron effect. If the Lions lose to the Bills and the Eagles win, the Lions still have the 1 seed. We both have 2 losses. The Lions have the tiebreaker because of our record against the NFC. No, it's not locked. There's 3 games left after this Bills game. I'm saying this game means nothing because it's not locked, Ron effect. It can't be locked yet. Here's what I'm trying to tell you, buddy. The Lions have the tiebreaker. So if they tie the Eagles, unless they lose an NFC game coming up, it's the Lions 1 seed. Meaning that if the Lions lose to the Bills and the Eagles and the Lions finish with the same record at the end of the season, then the Lions have the tiebreaker and have the 1 seed. And by the way, Skeeter, we haven't lost a road game all season, so I don't give a rip where the Lions play. Okay? We're basically the same template. Love that, dude. What up? Welcome. So, like, I'm going to be honest with you. I just don't think that that you're going to get the best game from the Lions or the Bills this weekend. I mean, the Lions, they're going to come out. I shouldn't say that because both teams have too much pride. They're going to come bring it. But I've been saying it all week that if the Lions-Bills play in the Super Bowl, that game is going to look a lot different than this weekend's game. It's going to look a lot different. No matter what happens this weekend, Ron, the Lions still have the 1 seed. And then after that, it matters. After that, it matters. The Lions need to beat their NFC opponents. This week, they play an AFC team. They've been running all year, Bundy. Who's in the sports show? Me, Chris, and Ty, the Blevins bros. You got Michigan taking down Bama? No shot, dude. I'm not touching any college bowl games that are not in the playoffs. They're not playing starters. I couldn't care less. Couldn't care less. I'm not going to even watch the Michigan-Bama game. And I'm certainly not betting on it. Once Ty joining, he's still playing. The show starts at 7:15, so he's got 8 more minutes. Probably Conaway, but that'll be a good game because Tennessee can run the ball. Cool Cat, thank you for the 17 months, man. Appreciate you, dude. What do you think about the Steelers? Go Steelers this weekend, dude. Go Steelers. They're playing the Eagles. Go get them. I should go get my fan. It's hot in here. Tied us into this game. Nice, dude. Let's have a night tonight, shall we? We got a good sports show planned for you guys. It's gonna be fun. Gonna talk a lot of ball. We'll get to your favorite team, that's for sure. Unless your favorite team is like, I don't know, the Jaguars. Then we might not. Skeeter, you're doing it on purpose, bro. I'm banning you until the playoffs. I'm banning you till the playoffs. Yeah, not a lot, Morgan. I lost my soccer bet today. I was 6 of 7. Hate that.
What's up, brother?
What's up, brother?
I'm already live, obviously.
Yeah, me too. Me too, dude. How's ballistics?
It's cool, bro, but dude, it needs some revamp. It needs some like optimizing.
How do you play for 12 straight hours and say it needs optimizing?
Because it was fun, but it was so inconsistent that it needs optimizing.
Do you think that it's I played it like one round and then mine was messing up this morning, so I just switched. But is it basically Valorant, Fortnite style? Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a tax shooter, right? 5v5, arm and defuse bomb. There's an economy.
Tell Andre to send that again. I was trying to accept it and it wasn't working.
Andre, send it one more time, please.
I'm 5 bourbons deep, JB. How many are you? I'm 0. Jeez, it's 7 o'clock. I'm glad you had fun today, dude.
It was awesome.
Much
bro.
love, Clippy. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the 2 years, man. What you eating?
Yeah, it can get even better. Mac and cheese, bro.
From where?
It's a local spot.
Oh,
I don't like it. Noodles and Company's better.
it's not called Max, is it?
Mm-mm.
Because there's a kind of a franchise in Wisconsin called Max, and that place is insane. I'm a bit of a mac and cheese connoisseur, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think I accepted.
Mute on the app thing. I don't have the app thing. I can't mute it.
Is he talking to me?
He must be talking to you.
Can you still hear me?
Yes.
All right, I'm muted on all of it. I'm muted on all of it. Switch on.
Cool.
I can't pull over any farther, dude.
How about the Panthers almost beating the Eagles, bro? I called it.
Yeah, that was a good game. Did you watch? We're gonna talk about this on the show a little bit, but did you watch Xavier Leggett on the I'm on Rossi Brown podcast today? Did you see the clips?
No, not yet. I've been live all day.
First of all, dude, that dude is from the South. I'm not kidding. I can't understand half of what he's saying, and it's amazing. And bro, he was so embarrassed after that drop at the end of that game. He like called his agent and he's like cancel everything. He was supposed to go see a concert of like one of his favorite artists. He's like, I'm not going. Cancel everything.
Wow.
Yeah, brutal.
What's up, Chris?
Hey guys, how we doing?
Good, bro. I love
dude.
that the gray is shining through the roots, bro.
Yeah, it's coming back, man. We're coming back.
Somehow looks even cooler.
Slowly but surely.
Look at us with our
yeah.
Christmas trees in the background, dude. All three of us.
Gotta be festive, bro. Dude, yours actually look like they're like branching off of one another.
Huh.
Oh, for your view?
Yeah. From my view, it literally looks like the same one. It's pretty sick, actually.
That's pretty nasty, brother.
Ty, I would say that if you look at your tree versus compared to mine and Chris's, ours is kind of massive, I'd say.
Yeah, your trees are massive. Mine is not.
If you guys you need to stop.
Stop what?
Stop what?
John, you know exactly what you just set Tyler up for. Tyler didn't take the bait.
What do you mean?
Huh? What do you mean? Chris, you know
Chris,
what's crazy?
can you stop dragging the meme, dude?
You know what's crazy is that the Panthers almost upset the Eagles, who were allegedly a top 5 team.
Dude,
At home.
the amount of class, because I watched that whole game, that it took me not to tweet at Fredo for his awful take last week about the Lions.
Oh yeah, yikes.
So he goes, the Lions aren't January ready, dude. First off, we're playing like statistically and like film, the best team in the NFL right now. He says that, and then his team can barely, like literally should have lost, right? Because Xavier Leggett dropped that touchdown to beat the Eagles in the last 30 seconds. Can't even beat the Panthers, basically, dude, and this guy's talking smack.
Panthers are playing all right. You know what I mean? I hear you though, Chris. I love that Fredo's getting called out on the sports show.
I don't see the group chat. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, the Blevins versus Social Production. Got it.
Okay, I think I got it, but I don't know what.
Yeah. Now we can see all of them.
Save image.
Okay. Does it work?
Andre said tagged you, big guy. And what? Me? Oh, he's talking to
Okay,
Chris.
I'm in this thing, but I don't know what's going on.
So all that is, Chris, is that we share viewers and we share chat.
Got it.
It's good. It's
So
perfect.
you should pull it up so that you
Oh,
can.
cool.
Yeah, we do. So that you can read all of it. You shouldn't be just reading yours.
Got it.
Pictures. It's gotta be. Gotta be this one. Surely.
Got it.
It's
I can
this
read
one.
everyone's chat now.
Boom. Let me see if I. Boom.
Yeah.
Got it, dude. We're good.
Oh God, that is. Not. I think it's too tiny. I don't know if I have that.
All right, I'm so pumped to talk football.
Dude, I can't wait.
Same.
What time is it? 7:15. Okay. We'll do our. Let's do our reads second hour.
Only for the ad reads, just the big one.
Sounds good.
This one, right?
Two.
That
There's
one?
two of them. There's two graphics.
Yeah.
There.
Okay, well, I got them both, so. All right.
All right. Sweet. Read this, you bum.
Only long one. Got it. Ready to go.
Only the long one?
Wait, Chris.
Yeah.
Okay.
The image is like this, Chris. It's like this one. It's
That's the only one we're supposed to show.
correct. The horizontal one. Yeah.
All right.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
All right. That's not what Andre said in his initial Discord message. So
What it's what he's telling me. Maybe you guys need both.
dock him, dude. Dock him is all I'm saying.
Dude, got the
Whip
self-care.
says can't
Got
believe
the
Ben.
self-care hoodie on today, guys.
How do you say
No
that
problem.
name? How do you say that name? Benfica. Benfica.
Benfica, I think. And Chris, how do you have a shirt like that, a hoodie like that?
Yeah.
And you don't tell us about it. Where you get it from? Like you're just holding on to merch like that, and you're not
Every single
gatekeeping?
time I've worn one of
gatekeeping?
this guy's, and every single time I've worn this guy's merch, you guys have always complimented me, and you've never asked where I got it
I
from.
cannot believe you are gatekeeping merch like that from us. That's crazy. You know what else is crazy?
I'm pretty shocked too, to be honest, Chris. I would never wear that. But
Yeah, I know you wouldn't because you don't take care of yourself.
Boy, shout out to AC Milan for scoring in the 88th minute to make sure that I didn't lose a massive amount of cash.
Benfica cost me like $500 on a $40 bet.
Oh,
by tying 0-0.
Yeah, 0-0, bro. You know they scored in the first 2 minutes of the game too, right? And it got called back.
Seriously?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, tough, bro.
That stinks.
It was. It's bad, man. I was really excited about it.
Ty, you coming
Dude, how
home?
about Arsenal,
Coming home
dude?
for Christmas, dude?
Yeah, I got a jet. It's fueling up, just sitting there waiting for me. I'll just parachute
Cool.
over to the guy's house during the Christmas party, and I'll drop in, dude.
Cool. Thanks for sending me that jet the other day, by the way. That was sick.
You're welcome, bro.
I took it to Maryland, got some crab cakes, took it right back.
Gotcha, bro.
Thanks, dude. It's
Gotcha,
crazy.
bro.
Chris,
Gotcha,
you don't do that with him, Chris? He's got like a
Do
private.
what?
He's got a private cell phone number, and you just text that if you want the jet, and you just takes wherever you want to go.
Okay.
Did you know that
Nah,
one time?
man.
Did you know one time Tyler made $7 million playing Fortnite in 1 month?
Oh,
What is happening right now?
I don't know. I don't know what's going on here. We're just unloading a bunch of memes that have happened.
Am
over the
I?
last
Let's-
few days.
let's
I
talk
might
about
be
it.
Too offline. I might be too offline.
You're a
to
little
understand
offline,
what you
dude.
guys
I'm
are
not
talking
that online either, but like my For You page when Ty gets gassed up is showing that kind of stuff. Ty's been getting gassed up, dude. He's out here squashing beef. He's got massive memes.
about. Nice.
You know what I
True,
mean?
dude.
He's got good
We're-
clips going viral. It's
We're on,
the redemption arc.
we're on the up, dude. The redemption arc is going crazy. We're here for it.
Let's
I've been
go,
live
dude.
For 12 hours.
Yeah.
So let's make it 14.
So I decided let's bring back like the old meme when Tim was like, "Hey, thanks for the jet, bro."
Oh, yeah.
Made no sense, guys. Okay, I want to start here. I didn't put this in your notes, but I want to start here. Xavier Legette, rookie wide receiver for the Panthers, absolute stud,
Yeah.
by the way, and seems like just a genuine, awesome human being. Was on the St. Brown podcast yesterday, day before. I don't know. I'm seeing clips from it today.
Okay.
He is from the deep, deep, deep South. So I don't know if you guys have ever watched an interview of him.
Squirrel and raccoons, right?
Yeah, you hear this? So yeah, they asked
Yep.
him like, "What's the weird food you've eaten?" And he says raccoon. They said, "When's the last time you ate it?" He said, "Thanksgiving."
Stop.
They asked him where he gets it from. He said, "Me or my boys go and hunt it, skin it, and cook it." Rabbit, squirrel. Now listen, I'm trying to like that's something that happens in some of the deep South. I mean, the dude's a millionaire though. You would think that he would buy a turkey or something. I don't know. So he really must like raccoon. My
Yeah.
question for you.
Is it hunting if it's a raccoon? I feel like raccoons will walk right up to you.
I
Like a
don't-
raccoon.
I went golfing the other day, and this raccoon, like Dennis and I were on a par 3. It came up 5 feet away from us and went like, I just.
Well,
Is it
it's
golf
you're like,
hunting?
dude.
Hey, we were hunting raccoons, dude. The raccoon comes up to your leg, just starts
Yeah, dude.
nuzzling it, dude. Just starts nuzzling you.
Dude, he was like explaining it to the St. Brown brothers, and he was like, you know, the one that's in the trash can, like mentions that himself. So I have to ask you guys just to start before we dive into sports today. What is
Okay.
the strangest thing you would eat? Not the strangest thing you have eaten. The strangest thing you would take a bite of. Squirrel, raccoon,
Dude, you know what?
possum.
I've heard this is like a South American delicacy, dude. I would do guinea pig.
What?
Pause. The cute.
Brother, those are like half the people in this chat have pet guinea pigs, man.
Chris, Navi
Yeah, they eat
looks
them.
just like a guinea pig, dude.
They're
And
eating
eat
the
them. I would-
dogs. They're eating the guinea
need a guinea-
pigs.
They're
I need-
eating the cats.
I need a guinea pig, dude.
All right, I got one. I got one.
I would do that.
I mean, whale.
Oh, Tyler, you're on the redemption arc, dude. Whales are protected.
Yeah, Ty, you can't be eating whale, bro.
Shit.
Hey, cut that. Andre, cut that.
Not only would
mean-
I have.
Listen, I'm just saying, we're sitting here talking about eating the weirdest things in the world. I'm not saying we should, you know what I mean? Come on now. Like, I'm not saying, like, let's go out and hunt some whale, but if, like, dude, someone was like, yo, we got whale, I'd be like, bro, what does it even taste?
You be honest. You said whale so that one of us would say whales are massive.
Oh,
I just set you guys
my
up.
God.
You know what else is, Matt? I don't know, man. I mean, bro, sharks love whales. They gotta be, like, go, you know what I mean? They gotta be decent.
Okay.
Someone in my chat said an Alaskan bullworm.
That's disgusting.
Ooh,
No
made
shot.
famous by SpongeBob.
Yeah.
All right, for me, I'm gonna stick to America because I guess I should have specified America. But I think I would take a bite of rabbit. I'd have rabbit stew.
That's not weird.
That's
It's not
like, what do you?
weird.
That's not weird at all, dude.
Bro, dude, someone came into my house right now, cooked rabbit and stew, goes, "Yo, rabbit stew, you want to have a bite?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'll take a little sip." Like immediately, no hesitation.
Bro,
All
that's
right,
like
all right,
game,
all right,
dude.
all right.
That's like
Yeah.
a game. People do that.
All right,
Yeah.
turtle.
That's like elk.
Turtle.
An elk is good.
Oh, my turtles! Most
How
turtles
you
are
gonna eat a
protected.
turtle,
Oh my
dude?
gosh, John!
You're nasty.
My bad. Okay.
John,
In all
what's
seriousness,
happening
by the way, the weirdest thing I have had at the Wisconsin State Fair, I once had kangaroo jerky.
here? Bro.
Okay. Okay.
As long as it was the kangaroo that was like holding that dog hostage, man.
That's
I
the
don't
one.
care.
My favorite part about this whole exercise is John's like, "Hey, what's like hey raccoon? Like, what's a crazy thing you'd try?" And then he's basically like, "I do
rabbit.
chicken."
Yeah, chicken.
Dude, rabbits are cute, bro.
I guess gun to my head, I'd try chicken.
I'm
That's
not
what
here.
John
I'm
did.
not out here like you trying to eat a pet, dude. Hide your guinea pigs, man.
They're not. It's a delicacy.
I guess rabbits
By
are
the way,
pets
a
too.
lot of people
Why
have
don't you just
rabbits as
Why don't
pets,
you just
too.
try to experience someone else's culture, dude? That's all I'm trying to do.
All right.
Chris,
Just
Chris
saying.
had the most respectable answer. I might get canceled by some by PETA for the whale thing. Yeah.
All right, last
I would
food question.
I would
Okay.
travel back in time and I would try mammoth, woolly mammoth. Next
Ooh.
question.
Jeez.
Nice.
By
guys
the way,
could just
clip it.
eat-
Tyler says he wants to clone woolly mammoths, bring them back, hunt them, and try them.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah. He
Down.
wants to re-extinct them.
down. 10 out of
Um,
10 would.
There is a Filipino delicacy that I've been offered one time. I normally would say yes to trying anything at least once, but I did say no to this. It's called balut. It is a fertilized, I think it's a fertilized duck egg.
No thanks.
Would you try that?
No.
No.
Okay. I would sip the broth, but I wouldn't take a bite.
Isn't that like basically an embryo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, man.
All right, just wanted to see.
Even
Just wanna see.
venison, venison's pushing into IMO, dude.
All right, one more thing
Yeah.
before we dive into actual football.
I love how John just keeps saying one
No,
more
we're going to
thing.
go to
Yeah, one
basketball
more
here
thing.
because I don't know if you guys caught the Michigan basketball game last night. Michigan's
I did.
ranked 14th, first time since like 2000, in a couple of years since that they were in the top 25. Danny Wolf, Ty. We interviewed him. We were like, who is this guy? Played at Yale when we were doing our Rogel Cancer Center fundraiser at the big house. He was not very good at Fortnite. He was not that talkative, right? Took a lot to get. But you remember what he said? He said,
Yeah,
I
he
think
said
we
he-
can win it all this year.
Yep.
He goes, we have the great culture. We have an awesome team. Michigan has 2 7-footers. And last night they played Arkansas. They were up 15, gave up that 15-point lead. They were down 18. They came back to within 1 in the
Yeah,
last
that was
second.
a great comeback.
Lost at the very last second to Arkansas, but they're still ranked in the top 25. They're playing really, really well. They just beat Iowa. Before that, they
What's
beat
Arkansas
Wisconsin. Well, Arkansas's
They're
not ranked,
unranked.
but they have 2 losses to really good teams and wins
They're-
against decent ones.
They have some studs on their team.
And they're coached by John Calipari, one of the biggest legends. And well, I think he might be the most winning coach ever for just wins straight up. But he used to coach at Kentucky. Anyway, we're gonna get a clip from that interview and a clip from this. The dude is getting multiple triple doubles this season, which does not happen in college basketball. Michigan's for real. Shout out to Danny Wolf.
The name is Danny Wolf.
Ty, when we were sitting next to him, there's no way that you would have thought that this guy could take over college basketball.
Oh, you're choking, right? He's like 7'9".
He's 7 foot.
That's enough.
I mean, dude, someone is 7'9". I think there's a 7'9" guy in Florida.
I saw a
Dead
video
serious.
of, I think this was a guy in high school. He was 7'6", and he was literally, not joking, just dunking the ball without leaving his feet. Like he was just standing under the rim.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the guy from Florida. It's crazy.
that's crazy.
But anyway, go Danny Wolf. Go Michigan. Michigan, not only a football school, but a basketball school.
Let's go,
Let's
bro.
get it. Raise your hand if you're in the fantasy football playoffs.
Multiple leagues. Oh, Tyler.
I'm right here,
Tyler,
dude.
I had a rough go.
I'm right here. Listen, guys. All right, we're gonna stop the show right now for 1 second. We're putting it on pause. Okay. Let me just go out here, and let me just give you guys a gander at my #1 picks year this year. Okay.
Okay.
Give me a sec. Hold on. All right. Let me just give you guys a little gander here. Okay. We're going here. We're gonna go.
I have bye
players.
weeks in 2 out of my 4 leagues, by the way.
Yeah. Okay. Good for you, bro. Justin Jefferson. You guys ready? Okay, here we go.
I'm ready.
Okay, he actually did pretty great. But not good enough, right? This is a guy. Okay, so hear me out.
Here's
No,
a
hear me out.
guy.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Your number one pick. Number one. What is like the most points? Like a breakout game. What's like the most points he should get? Number one pick.
30.
Like, how many times do you think he should get 30?
2 or 4. 2 to 4.
He should break 30 at least 4 times.
Okay, here we go. Ready? Here's Justin Jefferson. Okay, my number one pick. Week 1, 15. Week 2, 23. Week 3, 20. Week 4, 20. Week 5, 15. Week 6 bye. Week 7 against Detroit, 21. Rams, 19. Colts, 21. And then when I needed him most to have some sort of comeback, Jacksonville, 9. Tennessee Titans, 14. Chicago, 4. Arizona, 16. Atlanta, 32.
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson, ladies and gentlemen. And then I had Pacheco in round 2, IR. And then I had Rashee Rice, still not out. So let's go. I'm pretty sure I'm dead last.
When are you doing all the beer chugs?
Dude, I will just funnel an entire bottle of vodka this Sunday.
Don't do that.
I'll just funnel the whole
Please
thing,
don't.
dude.
Nope.
Obviously,
Not-
but like,
It's not good for you.
Okay, here's what I'll do. I will chug 5 beers in one day, but I need they could be they have to be 12 ounces. They can't be 16.
All right, that's a deal. And let me tell you exactly what day you're gonna do this. Hold on here.
It's Sunday. Let's do Sunday.
No, you gotta wait.
I'll do one. I'll do one at like 10. Then I'll do one at 11. Then I'll do one at 12. And then I'll do one at 1. Then I'll do one at 2. And then I'll do one right before the Lions game starts.
Okay.
Boom.
Wow, that's a lot.
Money. What should I have though? I feel like a classic Bud.
You can't go wrong with like the just the dregs, dude. Like Bud Light, PBR. It's a great one.
I gotta make sure they're not freezing too. By the way, I would be able to down them if they're like perfect, like a little colder than room temp. I feel like I can guzzle those, bro.
Interesting word.
Yeah. Shout out to Justin Jefferson for having a breakout here and hitting the gritty every time he gets in the end zone. Really predictable and fun.
Tyler, you should wait 10 days. I found it.
Bro, I am dead last in our league.
You should wait till Saturday, December 21st, and here's why. At 1 p.m., Texans Chiefs. So you can do one right before that game. At 4:30, Steelers Ravens. At noon, SMU Penn State. At 4, Clemson Texas, and at 7 p.m., Tennessee Ohio State. Just do one before each one of the starts of those games, and then make huge parlays and win. That's a great football day.
That's hot.
I can't wait.
It is.
Chris, congratulations. You're in the playoffs. Ty, great try. Better luck next year.
Thank you, bro.
I have a bye week.
Dude, I started hot. Had to limp in, man. I had Dak as my starting quarterback, and CeeDee Lamb just hasn't been the same without
No, he's
Dak.
not.
Chris, if you
So
win, you
I
play
hit-
Mitch, right? Or do you play me?
I don't
Mitch.
know.
And then I play the winner
I'm
of
not really-
Hutch and his guy.
I'm not really thinking about it.
Why not? You said
There's
right
not
before
much I can.
you said right before this
There's
year,
not-
Chris. You said you
There's not
feel
much I
like
can
you
do.
need a win in this fantasy league
No, you said
to
that.
back. No, you said I feel like I need a win.
You said that. No, you said, and I quote, that the night we drafted, I feel like all the stuff you're doing doesn't really matter. You really need a win this year.
yeah,
That's
and
what
then you said, and then you said you've
I
been
don't
thinking
feel
about
that way.
that.
It's a lot of luck.
Huh? Okay.
Like it's a lot. I feel like I drafted really
I just keep
well, and
finishing
still-
top. I just keep finishing top 3 every year. It's weird.
Oh my god.
I get lucky every year.
You do.
Wow.
You do. You do.
Impressive.
Because I know it's not skill.
I've gotten lucky at least 4 times in my life.
Dude, listen, you have to have it. I
Proof.
would say it's like 25% luck. 70. I mean, no, it's like, let's be real here, guys. It's like 75% luck. 25% is draft and waiver wire moves throughout the season.
Yeah,
You
draft.
need to make, literally, your guys have to be dominant.
But even then, Ty, think about the waiver wire, dude. Like, you can have a great pickup in Mason or Garand. Think about the backups for San Francisco, and then they get injured.
Yes, that's
And
what's
imagine
happening.
if you wasted all your fob, dude. So what it comes down to is a little bit like, and we mitigate that in our league with the points. I think we
Yeah.
help the fact that you get a win for having top half points, that helps mitigate like when you go up against the best team.
Yes.
But ultimately, it's just fun. I just really love doing it, and there is a competitive edge, for sure, to it.
I mean, you just can't predict the Texans off. Like, do you remember one of the first things we said? I think it was one of your pieces of advice too, Chris. You were like Tank Dell, Nico Collins, Stephon Diggs, Dalton Schultz. Kind of the same thing with Lions guys, right? Like, so many players, so many people to get the ball out to. We're sitting here like they can't all eat. Well, guess what? No one ate on the Texans offense.
Nico,
Like,
so Nico got injured, but Nico's been eating.
But not Stephon and not
Right.
Tank Dell.
Yep.
Even when they were all out, Tank Dell's best game was like 14 points or some garbage. Like, can't predict it, dude. I mean,
If I was going to break it down into a percentage, though, I would say that it's 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name is what I would say personally.
Honestly, I think that that adds up. That checks.
Okay, sweet. Let's get started with our touchdown turnover touchback, guys.
Yeah.
For those who don't know, it's been a couple of weeks. Touchdown is an award that we're giving out for an outstanding performance this past weekend. Could be coach, player, team. Turnover is a negative, just awful stuff between one of those three as well. A touchback is just absolutely boring. But what was boring this past weekend? Who wants to go first?
I'll start.
We're not doing all three though, right? Which one are we doing first? Right? Don't we all do one?
I thought we all did all three.
Let's do all
first.
three. All three.
Oh,
All right, I got all three. I'm gonna go worst to best. Sound good, everyone? Sound good,
Yep.
chat?
Yep.
All right, here we go. My turnover goes to Kirk Cousins and the Atlanta Falcons organization. You go into Minnesota. You're right there. You're neck and neck. Once again, Kyle Pitts is getting 0 targets. The play action rate is criminal. Like, watching Sam Darnold, who I think, like, last year I thought Kirk Cousins looked better than Sam Darnold, like, until Kirk got injured. He's not doing play action. What does Sam Darnold do the second most in the NFL? Play action to get those linebackers to bite so that you have more room to throw over the top. Like, it's just awful. It's awful to watch. It's a boring offense, despite that I do still think Kirk Cousins is talented. They get my turnover. My touchback, and this is a theme, guys. I have a quarterback theme today. My touchback goes to Jalen Hurts. I'm going to do a deep dive into this guy later, but, like, who are you, dude? Can't even find A.J. Brown against the Panthers, one of the worst defenses in the NFL against number 1 receivers. Dude, there was this play where Jalen Hurts, and they won the game, so that's why it's my touchback and not my turnover. But, like, there's this play where 3 guys were open against the Carolina Panthers zone, and Jalen Hurts threw the ball out of bounds. Okay?
Brutal.
And my touchdown goes to the former Detroit Lion, Matthew Stafford, with also props to Sean McVay for calling a great game. That going for it on 4th and 5 is why they won that game, by the way, when they scored that touchdown on 4th and 5. Brilliant coaching. Matt Stafford goes tit for tat with Josh Allen, defeats the Buffalo Bills, one of the hottest teams in the NFL. And, like, that's what we're talking about, guys. When Stafford plays like that, and he's got Kupp and he's got Puka, like, they are so hard to beat. Kyron Williams, I think, got two tutties. He played really well. Like, look out for the Rams offense, man. They get my touchdown this week with Matty Stafford.
I would say don't let Stafford get hot, but he's been hot all season.
Woo.
I love it, Chris. Ty, you next?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. I mean, let's go the just touchback. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it easy. Boring New Orleans, New York. That was one of the most egregious, disgusting games I've ever seen in my life. What are we doing? What are we doing?
That's tough, dude.
What are we doing?
Did you see the end of the game?
I did see the end of the game. The missed field goal. Come on. So boring, so awful. Both teams. Saints are done, clearly. Derek Carr looks terrible. Just looks awful.
That 4th down or 3rd down jump, though, was pretty awesome.
I don't care. Come on. So bad. So bad. My touch down, it's kind of split. I'm gonna go wombo combo here, bro. It's gonna go to Tua and Sam Darnold. I'm gonna give Sam Darnold a lot of trash, bro.
Yep.
I'm gonna give him a lot of trash, and I think he's awful still. but almost four. I'm kidding. But I mean, bro, listen, that Atlanta Falcons defense, bro, did you see the play where the guy literally, Justin Jefferson running, completely scrambled to the pocket 12 seconds, launches it. Here's Justin Jefferson. Okay, here's the other guy.
Yeah.
This way, sidelines here. Justin Jefferson's here. This is him.
Dude, that
Jefferson just.
that happened three. It happened three times. It happened twice with Addison, once with Jefferson. It happened 3 different times.
What? Like, bro, he fell the wrong way.
Yeah.
And his head was turned looking at the ball. Like either the most rigged, unbelievable game on the planet, or Sam Darnold and them are just those guys. So Darnold obviously had an incredible game. Was it 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns? Just played out of his mind. It was great. And then Tua. I don't think Tua's getting a lot of love right now, or not a lot of attention, but he's dominating. That OT touchdown dime to win the game was gorgeous. It was
to Jonnu Smith.
Yes, yeah. On the run. It was in double coverage. It was tight. He threw it a perfect ball just far away, right into his hands, enough away from the net. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's my touchdown. Split between Tua. Obviously, when he doesn't have a concussion, he plays great. And then the turnover, dude. I'm torn here. I'm going to go a little cray-cray here, bro. My turnover goes to the Kansas City Chiefs. What are you guys doing?
Winning.
I don't care.
Winning ugly.
Bro, dude, they do not deserve to be 12-1. They're one of the luckiest teams on the planet. They have to be. It has to be. They're on like a 14-game win streak of only winning by 1 possession. They never cover because they're always favored by like 10 points.
Can I support you with data?
Support me with data, please.
So they are 10-0 just this season in 1-score games, and so like variance would tell you that they are overperforming right now.
Right? It's crazy, and like they're so good. Clearly, right? Back to back, trying to three-peat. So dominant, but like, what do we say about good teams? Right? We expect you guys to blow them out. What we did against the Jaguars, what the Vikings didn't do against the Jaguars, which is why in the back of my head, I just constantly have the Vikings as frauds because they literally didn't get a touchdown and they won by 5 field goals. Like they won with 5 field goals against one of the worst teams in the NFL. So like that's every time people are gassing with the Vikings, it's all I can think of. And that's what I'm thinking about when I look at the Chiefs, dude. It's like we expect you guys to be winning by a lot, and not even from like a covering perspective as a sports bettor, because you're one of the best teams in the league, and everyone thinks you guys are tits, dude. So just Monkazi, dude.
It's funny because everything you said is true, and yet they might three-peat.
Yes.
Like they are good enough and coached well enough.
Yeah. And Pacheco, you can already see he hasn't had any explosive runs yet, but dude, he's pushing that pile consistently.
Yeah. Mahomes it just feels like they just need to keep the game close, and Mahomes can win it in the 4th quarter
every time. And dude, can we talk about Travis Kelce? He walks. I'm serious, dude. He walks his routes. He jogs, and he's open. They play zone on him. Just put one guy on Travis Kelce, and I'm not even joking. Just put someone fast on him.
What's that? You watch that game. You saw that game though, right? They blitzed a ton. They blitzed a ton. You have to blitz Mahomes. They got to him basically the whole game. They got to him until the very last drive, and then they couldn't. And when they did get to him the last drive, Kelsey's walking. They blitzed. That guy who blitzed was going to be the guy who covered him. Lofted up. Crazy. He catches it. He's not dropping those. It's wild, dude. But here's what Mahomes reminds me this year of Stafford. The years that Stafford wasn't balling out, like Stafford had a couple of years where he wasn't throwing for 5,000 yards, but was still coming back in the 4th quarter. It's like if you gave Stafford the ball when he was on the Lions with 2 minutes to go, down 3, 5, 6, we're like, oh, here we go. We know we're gonna score.
Yeah.
And
he was
Mahomes,
Captain Clutch.
why? And every time we were watching Stafford back then, we're like, why can't the Lions just pretend we're down 3, 5, or 7 the entire game and just go do it? I asked the same question about Mahomes this year. Like, where's the urgency? You don't see any urgency from the Chiefs until the 4th quarter. And it's just, maybe they don't need to. They're so good, they're just coasting through the regular season to get to the playoffs.
Literally.
It could be that way. Dangerous to do in the NFL because any given Sunday. All right, my touchdown, turnover, touchback. Call me a homer all you want, dude. My touchdown's going to Big Balls Dan Campbell. big brass steel balls. When he flies, he needs 3 seats. The dude is it's unbelievable. He goes for it and then gets criticized by a bunch of guys in the media and then defended by a bunch more on 4th and inches and puts the game away against Packers. Chris, you brought up Sean McVay earlier. He did the same thing. Sean McVay's been so anti-aggressive, so passive all year long. He finally is aggressive against the Bills. It pays off. They win that game. Somebody in my chat asked me earlier today, tell me, John, that you're 1% concerned that Dan Campbell will blow the Lions' chances of winning the Super Bowl this year. And I said, I can't tell you that because how can I sit back, not on the team, and disagree with everyone on the team? Every single person in that locker room, from the owner all the way down to the special teams coach, no offense, that's not the lowest, whatever. All of them believe that they should go for it. It empowers the entire offense. And you hear Goff talk about it. He believes in us. It means the world. We go get it done. So if the exact same thing happens in the Super Bowl, it's a tie game, it's 4th and inches, it's Lions, Bills, whoever, and we go for it and we don't get it, and then Josh Allen or whoever drives down and beats us, I don't care. I still think we should go for it. 0% chance that I disagree with Dan Campbell. Let's go.
Can I add on that, John?
Go ahead.
I know it's your touchdown. I just want to add, guys, context is so important when you're analyzing things. Okay, you can't just look at a team that you haven't watched all season and then make a decision that a coach made a bad call. Okay, look at what Dan Campbell did when we had Hutch.
Yeah.
The way Dan Campbell was calling games at the beginning of the season, super conservative, because he's like, dude, if I punt, we punted the most when we had Hutch on the field, because he's like, I could just punt, our defense will probably hold them.
Yep.
Okay, as the season has gone on, and we have lost more and more defensive players, which we have.
Like 7 or 8 starters are out.
We have
Correct.
18 guys on
Dude,
IR.
he's like, look, I'm not even going to give Jordan Love just went 60 yards in 30 seconds. I'm not giving Jordan Love the ball back against my beat up defense. Like, that's the context that Campbell made that decision in. Dude, if we have Hutch, if we have Anzalone, if we have all of these guys, we probably kick the field goal there.
Yep.
So you have to think about the context when these coaches are making. You can't just look at the decision, because mathematically Campbell made the wrong decision. And I think that's one of the reasons he's getting roasted.
Well, and think about the decision making that he did against the Niners in the NFC Championship game last year. We had an ass field goal kicker. So we're not going to put him out there for a 45, 50-yard field goal because he might miss. Now we finally have a kicker that is really good, and Dan Campbell's kicking a bunch of field goals. So I think you're right, Chris. Context important. Give the touchdown to Dan Campbell. The Lions have won 6 of 7 against the Green Bay Packers, 3 in a row at Lambeau. And so just hold the strap. Appreciate you guys. Good luck in the playoffs. We don't want to see you again because it's hard to beat a team 3 times. My turnover goes to everyone hating Dan Campbell. Okay, the guy is an unbelievable legend. Get out of here. We're a good team finally. I love it. I love that coach, and I love that everyone believes in him. And my touchback goes to the Titans Jaguars, 10-6, dude. 10-6.
That's your touchdown?
I'm sorry. My turnover.
If Will Levis
touchback.
throws 1 touchdown, I beat you in fantasy.
Yeah,
so bad.
My touchback. Sorry, my touchback goes to 10-6. And guys, if this was like old school Jets versus Ravens, Steelers, some good defensive football, I love a game like that. But that's not what this was. This was Will Levis and Mac Jones proving that they don't belong in the league. So brutal stuff.
It's tough.
Jeremy says Teddy Bruschi because Teddy Bruschi roasted Dan Campbell. I absolutely love that.
Dude, he had the worst take of all of them.
Oh, Swanee, I gave Darnold my tea.
By the way, I do need to get a new haircut. Any recommendations?
Yeah, there's this new trend going around, bro. A lot of people are talking about it, bro. It's called
It's called waxing your head. Get rid of it, John.
The louder you say it, Ty, the wow.
Yeah, I think you just shave it, John. It's called the
There it is.
Okay.
Minnesota Vikings fans who are just begging for us to recognize them this year. I have been for a long time. Stay tuned. We might mention them in the next segment. Before we get into our top 5 teams, our power rankings, our top 5, our bottom 5 teams in the NFL right now, Chris added a little game, Ty. You were streaming a brand new game and probably didn't.
I thought about it. I think.
Okay. 5 quarterbacks. Chris wants us to go over this first before we go on our top 5, bottom 5. 5 quarterbacks with the best situation right now. And what Chris means
guys,
by that, go ahead.
Chat, so you can think about this too, chat. what quarterbacks, like if you dropped a quarterback into that situation, that they should perform above expectation, right? So think offensive line, think their skill players, think the run game. What are the 5 quarterbacks you guys think have the best scenario? All right. So guys, what did you guys come up with my question that I asked you?
Mine is in order. You want to go first? You go first, Ty. You go first.
I'll go first, and this is chat. This is very important. This is run game and passing. Okay, this is what I'm. In my
So if you're a quarter, you're getting drafted. You're like, I want to get drafted. I want to get drafted here because I'm ready to go.
Ty, pull the phone up too real quick, Ty, because Chris sent that image. That's the pass protection best O-lines in the league. It's in your most recent message. Because I was shocked. Bro. It changed my answer.
Really?
Yeah, it changed my answer for sure. And by the way, the number one offensive line as far as pass protection in the league this year is Bo Nix, and I don't have him as my answer. So I'm not trying to tell you to go those top 5, but just look at those O-lines. Very different than I would have thought.
I still got it.
Okay.
This is with the weapon. This is with the weapons that they have.
Yep.
Yeah, guys. And by the way, just chat. We are not talking about which quarterback we think is the best in the league. We're talking about the situations that they're in.
Okay. What do you guys got?
Not in no particular order. Lions, Tampa Bay, Eagles.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go Ravens, obviously, and then
skill players are tight, but run game is hot.
100%. And then I have to go the Texans because of dude, Dell and Nico, Dalton,
Mixon.
Joe Mixon.
Their offensive lines.
It's bad.
Actually, take away the Texans. Give me the Steelers.
Skill players, though. Skill players are bad on the Steelers. I guess Najee's not bad.
Najee Harris, Jalen Warren. I really like that Wombo combo. Pat Freiermuth. He catches the ball. Pickens. I mean, they got guys.
Okay.
And then I would have said Vikings, but again, I don't think Aaron Jones, right? And the Cardinals, I think the Cardinals are still just too young.
Okay. John, what do you think, dude?
All right. So these are the quarterbacks that I think have. You said go quarterbacks or say team?
No, say the team that the the team that if you dropped a quarterback in, they're in a good spot.
All right. Sorry. I will go Tampa Bay Bucks.
Yep.
They have an unbelievable O-line, 2 really good running backs, and especially when healthy with Evans and Godwin. I would go.
And Otten's been good too.
I'm gonna go Chiefs, and I'm gonna go Chiefs next as number 2.
Rice now though. They have Pacheco's back.
Yeah, they have Pacheco back. They have Hunt, who's playing really well. They have a really good O-line, and they've got good weapon. They've got Hopkins is balling out. I mean, I'm gonna go Chiefs at number 2 for me. I'm gonna go Dolphins at 3 because they're running back. Dude, A-Chain, Hill, Waddle. In their O-line is top 10, top 11 at pass protection right now.
Skill players for sure are good.
Yeah, O-line is top 12. I mean,
okay, yeah.
What more do you want? I'm going to go Eagles at 4. Barkley, obviously 2 absolute stud wide receivers. You got a good tight end, great O-line. And then I'm going to go Lions 5. And the only reason I'm not putting the Lions higher is that the Lions offensive line, though, in my opinion, has like 5 of the top 20 offensive linemen maybe in the league, or 25 or 30. They're not performing this year as well as they did last year. Would love for Jeremy from Proud Detroit to talk about why that is. In pass protection.
In pass
pro.
They're still
crushing
they're still moving guys in the running game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll definitely go Lions 5.
Okay. So for those watching at home, okay, and the reason I did this is because Fredo pissed me off so much last week. Right? People make fun of Jared Goff all the time, and they're just like, Jared Goff is a system quarterback. You guys both put the Lions as a top 5 team for a quarterback to play well on. Good offensive line, great skill players, good run game.
Probably the best 2 running backs. Probably the best running back combo in the league.
Correct. And who else did you guys both put in the top 5?
Eagles.
The Eagles. You guys both put the Eagles in the top 5. They've got a great offensive line. They have Saquon Barkley. When healthy, they have A.J. Brown. They have Devontae Smith. Goddard's out right now, but they're okay. You guys with me?
Yeah, they're good.
Yes.
And people put every single person you ask, who would you rather have, Hurts or Goff? Hurts or Goff? Hurts or Goff? Hurts. Let me play. I just want you to hear this, dude. Just listen to this, guys. Advanced stats. My 3 favorite stats are success rate, EPA, and DVOA. Success rate, for those of you guys that don't know at home, is like if it's 1st and 10 and you get 8 yards, that's a successful play. It's now 2nd and 2, right? When you get first downs, those are successful plays. So success rate, okay? Top 5 quarterbacks in success rate this season. Tua, number 1. Jared Goff, number 2. Baker Mayfield, number 3. Sam Darnold, number 4. Joe Burrow, number 5. Highest success rate quarterbacks. Jalen Hurts, 17th.
Yep.
Okay, let's move on over, guys. Let's move on over.
By the way,
to...
Chris, keep going. But I told you guys last week that Jalen Hurts is not even in my top 10 right now. Like he's just not playing well this year.
Expected points added, right? How much? How is their play leading to points? Top 5 quarterbacks. Lamar Jackson, number 2 again. Oh, who's that? Is that Jared Goff at 2 again? Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Brock Purdy. Top 5 in EPA. Where's Jalen? I can't. Not top 50. Jalen Hurts, 20th. Okay. DVOA. DVOA doesn't just take into account how good a quarterback is playing. It takes into account their competition. How good are the corners they're playing? How good are the defenses? How good is the pressure? So DVOA kind of adds the defense into the mix. Top 5 quarterbacks in DVOA. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Oh, who's that at 3? Jared Goff? Jared Goff. Jordan Love, Tua at 5. Joe Burrow, by the way, Joe Burrow is like top 5, top 6 in all these. He just doesn't make top 5 in some of them. Let me scroll down. Jalen Hurts, 21, 21st in DVOA.
Brutal to scroll down.
Quarterback. Sorry, I just had to scroll down real quick. Dude, it's not even a conversation. Like, to me, it's not even a conversation. If you want a quarterback to win you the game and it's between Hurts and Goff, I'd rather have Goff. And I don't even understand how this is even like a question. Like, the Eagles are in trouble right now because I'm not sure Jalen Hurts can win them games.
No, he can't.
Against good teams.
Here's my thing, Chris. I learned this
I never
this
said
week.
Goff is the MVP. When did I ever say Goff is the MVP?
You didn't.
I didn't say that.
Don't worry. People are I promise you, people are just hating on the Lions. Even
Let him
even some.
yeah, I get it every
him
day.
just
So does
agree.
Ty. If we just let it go. But I will tell you something right now. This is what got me to not care about what people think about Goff anymore, Chris. It's so helpful. I probably had, I don't know, 900 to 1,000 people a couple days ago in my chat. Chat was zooming. We're talking big about Vikings, Lions, Goff, Darnold, etc. And all I could see in the chat was system QB, system QB, system QB. And so I was like, all right, do you guys think that Tom Brady, most people agree he's one of the best QBs, if not the best of all time. Do you guys think that Tom Brady was a system QB? And I'm not kidding you. Hundreds of yes. And I was like,
No.
okay. But if that's what you think a system QB is, then I'm not offended when you say Goff's a system QB. That's fine. Whatever. Our system QB is going to take us. We have 1 loss this year. Let's rock and roll. I'm not offended by it. Goff's never going to be a runner. We're fine.
That's
Chris,
also not true, man.
Nice
He's
segment.
running.
I love you, Tyler.
Yeah, thank you.
Tyler, your dream is that it's a Super Bowl and Jared Goff gets a 12-yard touchdown run to win it for us, brother.
He's already doing it. Jared Goff on his feet alone has made at least 10 plays which has continued the drive more than he's made last year.
Yeah,
and that's
you're
a
right.
lot.
He's
Someone
getting
that
better.
never runs. He has continued the drive. He's gotten us first downs. He's gotten us 3rd and 1s on his feet. And this is coming from someone that we were begging to be a little mobile. And he's doing
it more this year for sure.
Yeah,
Jeremy
no
from Pride of
complaints,
Detroit, by the way, writer for the Lions, says, who developed the system? Jared Goff did with Ben Johnson. They worked on the offense and developed it together. So whatever, have fun. We'll continue having 1 loss this season, number 1 team in every single NFL power rankings.
Yeah,
Let's move on.
I just wanted
Chris,
to point that out.
I liked it. That was a great little mini segment before we hop into our top 5 power rankings and our bottom 5 power rankings. I'm going to go first because
Go ahead, baby.
I'm going to go first because I need the Vikings fans to relax and get off my back. And number 1, I'm taking the Lions. They're out of this world. They're winning games when our defense is. You could take our IR list and put it on any other team and defense in the league, and we're a top 10 defense. It's unbelievable how hurt we are on defense and how well we're playing. By the way, getting very healthy for this weekend, which is good. Give me the Bills at number 2. I know they just lost to the Rams. The Rams are really hot and are really good when they're playing well. Give me the Bills at 2. Josh Allen's an absolute beast. Give me the Eagles at 3. Chris, I'm not a huge Jalen Hurts fan, but that team is stacked. Their defense is good, and Saquon Barkley's a beast. At 4, give me the Chiefs.
Solid.
Okay? Until they prove otherwise. And I was going to put the Packers in at 5. because I
Okay.
really do think that the Packers can beat anyone in the NFC. But I'm putting the Vikings in at 5, and until the Packers beat the Vikings, I'm leaving the Vikings as the 5th best team in the NFL right now.
Which we'll find out next week, right?
Yes,
or no,
we
week
will.
17.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. Sorry to the Ravens, they're very close. But give me Lions, Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings. By the way, the Bills beat the Chiefs, which is part of the reason why I have them ahead of them, and I have the Eagles ahead of them because I do think the Eagles would beat the Chiefs head-to-head right now. That's my top 5.
I love it, dude. I just have to laugh. Someone just said the Lions haven't played anyone. The Lions have had one of the hardest schedules in the league this year, and the NFC North is the best division. So if you're in the NFC North, you played some of the best teams. And
we're
said
undefeated.
Packers, Vikings, Lions, top 5. We have to play each other twice. Dude, people are so stupid.
Yeah, no,
okay.
Yeah.
I love
Top
that Chris gets to read your chat tie now. He's losing his mind. It's really funny.
Andre, I never want to do this again.
No,
I
you
can't
have
read
to. You just have to let it go. Thick
I
skin,
can't
brother.
read Ty's chat. All right. Give me the Lions at number 1, as long as they keep balling out. At 2, dude, I'm actually going to take the Bills as well. I just feel like if McDermott was a good coach, I feel like they have a chance to win that game, despite what Stafford was doing. So I think that the Bills are still number 2 because Josh Allen is just playing out of this world. Dude, 3 passing and 3 rushing touchdowns. He's the first quarterback to ever do that, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you don't see that stat very often.
So I'm going to take the Bills and Josh Allen at 2. At number 3, I'm still going to take the Eagles. I know what I just said about Jalen Hurts, but guess what? They don't need Jalen Hurts to be amazing. They've got Saquon Barkley. They have one of the best since week 5. The Eagles have one of the best scoring defense in the NFL. So the Eagles are just a really good team. That's why I'm putting them at number 3. And dude, I'm NFC stacked. I have the Vikings at 4. Dude, they're just Darnold is playing efficient. He's playing well. He's underthrowing people, and his receivers are coming back and getting it. So give me the Vikings at 4, and that defense is still like that defense, right? And then at 5, give me the Chiefs. They're hanging in there at 12-1. Can you freaking believe the Chiefs?
It's crazy.
I'm going to throw up.
Let's hear it, Ty.
All right, guys, we already know, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to give the Vikings their flowers, unfortunately, in this top 5. I don't want to, but we have to because they're just winning, and it's very unfortunate. Lions at number 1, not particularly close. It's pretty much the exact same, gentlemen. I got Bills 2, Eagles 3. I gotta go, dude. I'm gonna be a hater. I'm gonna be a hater. I'm gonna go Chiefs 4, and then I'm gonna go Steelers 5. And let me tell you why the Vikings don't belong in the top 5. Because the Vikings kicked 5 field goals against the Jaguars, one of the worst teams in the league, and barely won. And that is going to stick there forever. And let me tell you why I like the Steelers. Sure, they lost a snowball game to the Browns, right? Come on, coin flip, okay?
Don't let Jameis get hot, baby.
Jameis, dude, the Lord himself possessed Jameis Winston that game, and he flew into the end zone in the snow and got a tutty. He's not going to lose that game. Russell Wilson, when Pickens, like besides last week, Russell Wilson has been dominating. He's been looking amazing. He's been throwing dimes. He's been mobile in the pocket. He's been, I think he looks incredible. The Jalen Warren, Najee Harris, I really do feel like they're just, that Wombo combo, it's really coming together, dude. It's looking really good. And Pickens has been balling, and I think their defense is incredible. That's why I got to keep the Steelers at 5. And again, I hate the Vikings. I remember at the beginning of this year, I'm like, I don't hate teams. I don't like the Vikings, and I don't like the Chiefs anymore because of how they're winning games. It's frustrating, and they're frauds. They're both frauds.
Wow.
Ty, what would you say your reason is for not liking the Vikings right now, dude? Is it the fans in the chat? Because that's what's doing it for me this year. But I don't know if that's it for you.
It's a little bit of the fans. I think what frustrates me the most is that obviously they're in our division, and we don't want good teams in our division. At the end of the day, that's number 1. Number 2, when they're winning these close games against awful teams, I hate that. I'm like it's the same thing that what the Chiefs are doing. It's just like these games should not be this close. They're coin flips, and the Vikings have now done this 3 years in a row. Just pulling these wins out of nowhere, and then obviously losing, not making it far in the playoffs, or even making it to the playoffs. It's miraculous. It's miraculous, is what it is. and they just keep getting away with it. And they have to be stopped. And they might. I think Caleb Williams might take it to them next week. Wouldn't that be beautiful this Sunday, guys?
You
Somehow
think Caleb Williams is going to beat the Vikings
Dude.
in Minnesota
Hear
on
me
Monday
out.
Night Football?
Hear me out, Chris. Hear me out. The Bears, I'm not joking. Besides last week,
There's
Bears
no
offense-
way.
the Bears offense has been cooking. Besides last week, the Bears offense has been cooking. Their defense is a little reliable. They, for some reason, played the worst football they have ever played, like all year.
It was bad.
Against the Niners. The worst football they have ever played. I liked them to win that game. Legitimately. I liked them to win it. I loved them at +3. They get 2 yards in the first half, and then a little shaky in the second. Hey, they came out a little hot in the second half, dude. Looked pretty good. All right? They started putting up some points. If they did that the entire time, that game would have been way closer. That's all I want to say about that. And that's all I'm going to say about the Vikings.
You called the Panthers dub at the beginning of the year, so
I did call the Panthers dub, and I also liked the Panthers to literally. I mean, I don't know how many times I said it. I liked the Panthers to beat the Eagles. I thought they were going to upset them. I thought everyone was, dude. They were laughing at me. I had a plus 19 and a half Panthers spread in like one of my parlays. It was that Saints -1.5, and then it was the Falcons +10.5, and the Falcons were covering until they fumbled the kick return, which gave the Vikings another red zone instantly. And everyone was laughing at me. Panthers 19.5. They're like, Eagles are going to win this game by a million. I'm like, bro, I like the Panthers to win. And they almost did because Bryce Young is getting comfortable. The Panthers defense isn't a joke right now. They're not playing awful. And, dude, Adam Thielen is back, brother. And Chuba is a monster.
I love that Ty loves the Panthers. Ty, I love the Panthers. I looked at the Lions schedule just now, went back and looked at all the games this year, thinking that surely there's more than just the Bears. We're a bad team that we faced, that we only beat by a little bit. No. That's actually every single game the Lions have. Chris, you said the Lions had one of the hardest schedules. I just looked at it.
And
My
it's a
goodness.
division game, too, JB,
every
by the way, right?
week we're playing juggernauts, dude. Every single week, it's unbelievable. But we did barely beat the Bears. That's it. That's the only team I would say that's a bad team this year that we played that was not kind of a dominant game, and we were up 16-0 in the first half. So it was dominant there for half the game. But that's interesting. That is interesting to me. The Vikings do need to step it up, and you know what they did? They stepped it up against the Falcons.
Against one of the worst teams in the league.
I know, but that's what you want. That's what you just said. That's why you gave them a little credit earlier, because the Vikings did what they should do against bad teams. They dominated.
Yes.
And that's what they need to do. And listen, back to your point, Ty, you earlier went through all the Justin Jefferson games this year in fantasy. What the heck did the Bears do to get him to get 4 points last time they played? I was going into this game thinking the Vikings are going to smoke the Bears after the way the Bears just looked. I mean, dude, the Bears got 4 yards of offense in the first half. The fattest person on Biggest Loser has walked more yards in a day than the Bears got in that first half. It's unbelievable. And they somehow stopped Jefferson. He had 4 points. So now I'm kind of like, is there hope? I don't think so. I think the Vikings are going to win by a lot. We'll talk about the game later. But they have stopped Jefferson before.
Can they do it again? I mean, but then you got Addison, dude, who's just crushing. I mean, he's just always. I mean, if one's not open, the other one is.
Dude, it's going to be interesting. And the Bears' pass defense looked awful against the Niners, by the way. Kittle tore him up. Juwan Jennings tore him up. It's going to be interesting. All right.
Yep.
Let's get to our bottom 5.
Oh, yeah.
Our bottom 5 teams.
Yes,
I don't know that there's that much argument to have here. It was fun. When we did this segment earlier in the year, it was fun. To me, it's pretty clear.
So many bad teams this year, man.
So Minnesota at 28. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I think it's really clear, Chris. I think personally, it's been more clear than ever, because there are some.
Do we all have the Giants at 32?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Let's play this game. I like this game. Okay.
Do we all have the Titans at 31?
Nope.
I had Jags at 31.
Jags just beat the Titans.
I have the Raiders. I have the Raiders at 31.
No way. Oh, yeah. Well, now.
They're bad.
Well, they're on their, 5th string quarterback.
I know. I have the Raiders at 31. I have the Titans at 30.
Okay, I have the Jags at 30.
I have the Jags at 29.
I have the Raiders at 29.
And I have the Jets at 28.
I have Jets at 28. I didn't think anyone else was going to do that. Dude, the Jets remind me of the opposite of the Chiefs right now. They are just gonna find a way in the fourth quarter or overtime to lose.
Did you guys watch that Dolphins game?
Yes, I watched.
Did you
the
see
whole
an
second
over?
half.
Did you see overtime?
Yes, I was late locked in on.
I
overtime.
don't think I've ever seen this in my life. I'm serious. I don't think I've ever seen this in my life. 2 identical play calls back to back for first down to Jonnu Smith.
The check down to Jonnu Smith.
Dude, it was a screen, a wide receiver screen to Jonnu Smith. 2 plays in a row that went for like 20 yards, 10 each, and 10 each time.
I love you, JB. I literally was screaming at Tim because like we needed it for our problem. Like, Tim, did you the same play just worked twice?
Same play. Like, what are the Jets doing? And I know they're hurt. Their season's over. They're officially out of the playoffs. I mean, I don't think Breece Hall didn't play that game. Sauce Gardner, I don't think played that game. But it should not have been that close. It should not have been that close. The Dolphins should have smacked them. Interesting.
Yeah.
So we're all pretty close in our bottom fives.
Betting on the Jets. I hate betting on the Jets Dolphins or just Jets. Like, I cannot comfortably, and literally, it's kind of like, it's almost like fraudulent. I cannot count out Aaron Rodgers and Devontae Adams ever on offense. It's like he's one of the best quarterbacks in the league.
I did. I've been picking them. I've been picking them against the spread every week. It's going well so far.
By the way, huge shout out here to Dob Gaming. Dob Gaming from Ty's chat. Absolutely. They also they actually 2 different times they called the same play. And they called it to Tyreek Hill on that touchdown, which I thought was a bad play call, but it worked. It's okay. It was a great throw by Tua. And then they did the exact same thing on the 2-point conversion and got it. Same route, same formation, everything. So that's crazy, bro. The Jets are out of plays. I mean, the Dolphins are out of plays.
Yeah, I guess.
Ty, so we're all kind of in agreement. Bottom 5 teams.
Yeah,
Jets,
Yeah,
Jags,
we're
Titans,
actually
Raiders,
all
Giants.
pretty close.
Yep.
Tyler's unable to put the Vikings in there these days.
Of course, can't do it now. It's too big of a gap. I'm happy we all gave the Panthers and Browns their flowers though, because of the potential that they have. They're just unfortunately, Panthers can't clutch up right now, and Browns.
Dude, Patriots too, man. Dude, Drake May is a shining light, dude. He's gonna. I think he's gonna be really good, and they desperately need an offensive line.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I have a question for you here, real quick, that I did not prep you for.
Born ready, bro.
Hold on 1 second. I'm just getting all my facts straight here.
Dude, I love off the cuff because then I can't use any data.
Mm-hmm. One more thing.
Sure. Born ready, dude. Born ready to wait.
I'll just take a sip.
By the way, I just want to say something real quick. Dude, these NBA Cup games, I'm telling you right now, bro, you just gotta, I'm not joking. If you're trying to make your money, it's almost over, unfortunately, because I think there's only a couple games left now. But you just take star players and you just take the unders. Like the 3-point shooter, like right now, Jalen Brunson has 8 points, 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Yesterday, I think Luka had 20 points, 19. And he had 10 going into the fourth quarter, or 9 points going into the fourth quarter. These guys are just being shut.
I need
down.
Brunson to get 1 more 3.
Me too. I would love that.
I just need 1 more 3.
I mean, he's just not even in. You can't.
He has 2. He has 2 threes.
Yeah, though that was in the first half.
Brutal.
He's had 2 threes and a 2, and he's just been silent.
Brutal. Okay, guys. Hypothetical for you here. If I was 72 years old and I had a net worth of approximately $70 million.
Okay.
Couple of kids. And I had worked 50, 60, 70, 80, 90-hour weeks for 30 plus years to accumulate all that stuff and get in that position I was in. And then I retired. And I got back into the exact same type of job, arguably even more work because I had to do extra. What would you say? Would you encourage me to go do that? Would you be like, John, what are you doing? Go rest on your laurels. You're an idiot. Go spend time with your family. Like, what are you doing?
I'd say Bill Belichick. I'd say you go do what makes you happy.
That's what you'd say, Ty? All right, Chris, what advice
Bill.
did you give me, dude?
Do you love it?
Sure.
Do you love? Does it make you happy?
Probably more than my kids. Yeah.
Then I say, do it, man. I say, do it. Hey, guess what? You're 70 years old.
You guys are way too.
Hey,
listen, you and Chad are crazy. Stop.
No, listen. Here, let me hear me out. Hear me out. There are certain professions that you don't get it until you get it. And if you love it, you love it. And coaching is one of them. Like, it was so hard for me to stop coaching for this show. And it's so much that goes into it. It's the mental battle. It's the ups and downs, the peaks and valleys you go through with your team. It's the bonding. There's nothing like it. So I get it, dude.
I mean, dating someone 50 years younger than you might be a little bit like it.
I could never do that. That's crazy. Like, what do they talk about?
I saw a meme that said to anyone, show this to anybody who thinks that he's gonna have a hard time recruiting, and it was a picture of him and his girlfriend. Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick took the job. North Carolina Tar Heels. Not even like a top 25 team. They're up there the last 10 years. They've been up there. They're getting better, but they're not great. I love some of the reasoning. He loves coaching. His dad was an assistant there for a couple of years. He said he grew up and his first words were "Duke sucks." Those are some of the first words that he remembers saying. So I love that. But what do you guys think? Is Bill Belichick doing the right thing? And is he gonna be good? Is he gonna coach North Carolina up to a college football playoff anytime in the next few years, or is he gonna ruin his legacy?
I mean, I don't think you can ruin your legacy. What he's done and cemented in the NFL, and then can you ruin your coaching legacy by going down to college and not performing?
I think he's a great coach. I don't love him, Ty, but a lot of people out there who are haters give Tom Brady the success over him. I give both.
I mean, you got to give both. You got to give both. And again, is he doing the right thing, brother? Who are we to judge what anyone wants? Like, brother, if he wants to burn all of his money, right? Like, it's his choice, it's his decision. So yeah, I mean, dude, again, do what makes you happy, bro. Go Bill. I love Bill, man.
Yeah, I think I agree with Ty. I honestly, what I'm most interested in is like, who's he gonna hire? Because he has so many connections, right? Like, if you're a parent, or even if you're a kid, like, maybe some of the young kids don't understand maybe like what a legend he is, but like, don't you kind of want to go play for him? So yeah. I have to think he has a very good understanding, because remember, he wasn't just the coach at New England; he was the GM. He built the team.
Yep.
So he has experience, right? So he has experience building a program. And if you think about like NIL and who he can bring in and his name recognition, dude, I think he could do some really, really good stuff in North Carolina. So I'm interested. I'm definitely interested.
I actually think, and now that I'm thinking about it, I actually think, Jonathan, I think he's one of the most perfect coaches to come back into college right now with players getting paid through NIL. Because one of the things I've been hearing about and I've been seeing is you see a lot of these players, they already have the ego, right? And they're already cocky as hell because they're making millions or they're making hundreds of thousands through these deals, and they haven't proven anything. They haven't won anything. They haven't proven anything. They're not in the NFL, right? But they already have the ego, which is kind of, I mean, maybe one of the reasons why they didn't want to pay these guys to begin with. But I think that, like, isn't this the perfect coach that you want? Somebody who's going to be hard on you and immediately check players that, all right, maybe even bench players who aren't being respectful. Yeah, I love it.
All right, I'll be the outlier here. This is maybe just a philosophical difference, but for me, I think that when you put work number one as the thing that satisfies you most in life, that you'll find yourself at 72 years old needing to keep working because you haven't prioritized the right things in the past. And so I'm going to say, I hope for my sake that when I'm 72, I'm doing what I love still. And maybe he never doesn't see it as work, and that would be crazy, but maybe he's that kind of crazy. You might have to be that kind of crazy to do that. I want to be 72 with my family, enjoying it, taking vacations, put me in a nursing home, sweating parlays, bud.
Think about this. And again, just John, give me an honest answer.
Yeah.
Okay. Cause you actually live pretty close to mom and dad. When was the last time you saw mom and dad?
A week or two ago.
I think it was longer.
No, I just saw mom. Her car's at my house.
Okay, so that doesn't count. I meant like hang out.
Chris.
Was it Thanksgiving?
A couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. So like when you're 70, your kids aren't all clamoring to hang out with grandpa and dad.
Let me get personal here. Let me tell you something, dude. I've been to mom and dad's house a heck of a lot more than they come to my house, bud. And I'll be going to my kids' houses. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm just saying.
I'll be going to my kid's house, foot up. Where's the bourbon, brother?
It's not like I disagree with you, because I also put a huge priority on family, but at 70. I just don't know how often they're all hanging out. So that's all I'm saying.
I love it. Andre goes, they're going to cut you off, dude. Unbelievable,
Yeah, for
Andre.
sure, 100%. Yeah, if they even allow
Unbelievable.
bourbon in their house.
All right, guys. That's it for. I was going to get into a little bit of Lions, Packers, Bills, Rams here. The Chiefs continue to get away with stuff. The Cowboys blunder, but we're going to go into next week's games here. Actually, I do have a question for you before we get into next games. But also, let's pull up. I'll do the first one. Let's pull up our fun images here. Let me know when you're ready.
Ready.
Ready? Ready, Freddy, dude. Let's go.
Ready, Freddy. Ladies and gentlemen, this entire Blevins Pro Sports Show is brought to you by our partners, DraftKings Sportsbook. Wondering what the DraftKings Sportsbook app has? Parlays, same game parlays, combine multiple bets together for a shot at even bigger payouts. You can download the DraftKings app now. Make sure that you use code Blevins. That's promo code Blevins only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. And also, right now, if you bet $5 and your $5 bet wins, you get $150 instantly in bonus bets. We love being partnered with DraftKings. Make sure you use code Blevins.
Also, please, if you guys are going to start sports betting, bet responsibly, bet within your means, and set a limit, guys.
Absolutely.
Love it, dude.
I
Fired
want to
up,
ask
bro.
you guys this one question here before we look at some fun penalty things and get into next week's games and make some bets and some parlays. In your opinion, I imagine that you think it's best if the Lions get the 1 seed. So let's assume that for the sake of this conversation, which is the easiest path for the Lions in the playoffs, we have the 1 seed. In your perfect world, what 2 teams, realistically, do the Lions have to beat in order to get to the Super Bowl? What two NFC teams do you want to see the Lions play in the playoffs for their easiest road to the Super Bowl? Realistically,
Dude, that's so disrespectful.
I have my answer very easily.
All right, I can do this without being disrespectful.
Okay.
Tampa Bay.
The one team that's beaten Detroit this year.
Yeah.
I actually agree. Chris.
Yeah, give me Tampa Bay. Gonna have to be disrespectful, I think. I think because the rest of the teams are really good teams. Like really, really good teams. So I'll go Vikings.
Okay. In my perfect scenario,
Oh wait, it's the NFC West team.
Well, maybe not. Probably not the Rams.
If Seattle's winning right now, though.
It would be Seattle.
Yeah, give me Seattle.
All right.
Give me Seattle.
I think you're going to like mine better. If the Commanders get in as a 7 or 6 seed, they win their first game against whoever they play.
Hopefully,
we would play them. We would play the Commanders in Detroit.
Eagles.
We would play Commanders in Detroit. And then
I have the
the
Commanders
Bucks
as the 7 seed, so they would have to beat the Eagles.
Give me Commanders in Detroit and Bucks in Detroit.
Same. Literally same,
Wow.
JB.
Yep. And then I am not afraid at all of the Vikings in Detroit. But if the Vikings find a way to win the NFC North, I'm not looking forward to having to go.
I mean, bro, they
to
still
Minnesota
have to beat
in a playoff
they have to beat us. We have to beat
well,
the Bears one more time, right? We have to beat no, we're done. We're 2-0 against the Bears, aren't we?
We're 1-0. We have to play the Bears at Soldier Field here in 2 weeks.
Oh God. All right.
Yeah.
Surely.
And then we play the Niners, and then
not
the
worried about the Niners. They're beating up.
I know, but they just look so good against the Bears.
Yeah, but the Bears looked again. It wasn't just that. That was the Bear. I'm telling you right now, that was the Bears either being not prepared or just like I don't know what they did. I don't think it's the Niners playing out of their minds. I think that was the Bears shitting the bed.
It was bad. Yeah, it was bad.
Completely. Because we saw what happened, right? They slowed down the offense in the second half, like a lot more than the first half, and their offense picked it up and actually started to produce very well in the second half.
Yep.
Compared to the first half. If they played like that the entire game, it would have been way closer. Like it would have been literally a 1-possession game the majority of the time. So, I mean, again, I have to go with the trends that I'm seeing. I like the Bears right now. I with their new offensive coordinator, right? They have a new offensive coordinator they brought in, and they're
Why do you like the Bears?
I just
look what they just did.
I don't know what to tell you, bro. I don't like the Bears. I'm just saying when I look at them, I'm not underrating them. Does that make sense?
I mean, let's put it this
No.
way. Chris, let's put it this way. Let's put it this way with the Bears. I think
Okay.
Ty's scared of the Bears the way that I'm scared of the Bears, and that the Bears are have the best roster in football for as bad as they are, right? They said no to Jim Harbaugh. Allegedly, Jim Harbaugh wanted the job there. I would argue, other than Justin Herbert, who I think is a top 5 quarterback right now, the Bears have a better roster by far than the Chargers, in my opinion, especially with the skill position players. Maybe not running back with J.K. Dobbins healthy, but
I would say the only one the Chargers beat them at is defensive line.
Yeah,
Chargers have a better D line.
And so you look at that Bears team and you're like, how are they
And
so
O-line.
bad? How are they so?
Actually,
They shouldn't be that bad.
They have both better lines, but yeah, okay.
And
Yeah,
Sweat's
that's what I'm
good.
saying.
And
That's what I'm
Sweat's
saying,
good.
JB. That's what I'm saying. That's what I look at. That's the same reason. Like once I saw Bryce picking it up, Bryce Young, like immediately I saw how well he was playing. I was like, all right, you already have the running game with Chuba, and now Bryce is kind of throwing dimes. Adam Thielen gets healthy. Like that's why I started kind of rating the Panthers a lot more up in the spreads when the last couple of weeks.
He looks so much more comfortable.
Again, we taled about this, right? I don't know if we talked about it last week on our show, but it's amazing what happens when he had half of a season behind the Red Rocket, Andy Dalton, half of a season where he was able to watch a veteran quarterback and watch the game, and then look what he's already doing his second year. Imagine if he had that his freshman year, right? Where he could have done the same thing, half a season behind another guy, or the entire season. Like he would have been a monster.
I think a lot of it, yeah. No, yeah. You're not wrong, Ty. I do think a lot of it's confidence too. Like
Right.
he didn't have confidence going into the season. He got benched. The team said, hey, you are going to be our quarterback of the future. Go prove it. And I think that helped him a lot. All right, now last thing before we actually get into this week's games. I found an awesome website. Everyone can go to it if they want to check it out. # not an ad. NFLpenalties.com.
Oh yeah, he was gonna say something about this.
Who, me?
Yeah, I saw this on the script today, guys.
I mean, listen, I just want to have a conversation.
I hate ref discourse. I just hate it.
I hate ref discourse too. I oftentimes do not think that a ref will determine a game. They determine a play. Sometimes that play determines the game if you look at it just in that context. But if you look at the whole context of a game, look at the Packers-Lions game, for instance. Tons of Packer fans whining about no calls. The Packers had multiple chances to win the game, multiple leads in the second half, and they blew it. So I don't want to hear ref excuses often. But this whole thing interests me. So you can go to NFLpenalties.com and you can look at everything. You can look at beneficiary yards, yards against, yards counted, plays, games, penalties declined, everything you want. You can look at the data. I just want to focus on net yards. So the net yards will take the penalties that are called against your team, right? And those will be negative net yards. And then the penalties that are for your team where you get positive yards. And you combine those two, and that's your net. The Baltimore Ravens have minus 268 net yards.
I feel like they always get shafted. They were really low last year too.
The Ravens are getting the least amount of calls this year.
But no, a lot of those are negative penalties because they are one of the most undisciplined teams in football.
Yep, first few weeks especially.
Dude, false starts, illegal motion. Like the Ravens have shot themselves in the foot a lot. So part of this is the Ravens this year.
Yeah, well, and I think there's an interesting trend here too, a little bit. Philadelphia is number 2, minus 191 in net yards. Houston number 3, minus 152, and then you got Patriots, Niners, Denver. Listen, look at these. Like Brock Purdy has ran the ball a little bit. I don't know if Drake May has or not. I haven't watched a lot of Patriots this year. They're awful. Bo Nix has run the ball a little bit. CJ Stroud a little bit. Jalen Hurts and Baltimore. So I do think a lot of times a mobile quarterback who is in the pocket longer and running around behind the line of scrimmage longer, it leads to more holding calls. So I think that's part of it here is what you're saying. But it's very interesting to me that that's where those teams are. The Lions are minus 103. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The Lions are the 8th team in most penalties called against. Okay? And net yards. The number 1 most benefited team in the entire NFL from refs. Do you know what it is, Ty?
I'm looking at it.
It's the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
In net yards. Now listen, a lot of that's Justin Jefferson is impossible to cover. Addison's very good, and you're going to get a lot of PIs. You could also argue as a Vikings fan that they're very disciplined and very well coached, and that's also why they're not getting a lot of flags called against them. But it is interesting to me that they're number 1. Dallas is 2, so that's the outlier here. But then look, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Tampa, Rams, Chargers, Seattle, like a bunch of playoff potential teams. Green Bay kind of right in the middle. Kansas City is right in the middle.
Yeah, Chiefs are dead even.
The Chiefs hate. It's so annoying.
Dude, listen, okay.
People don't understand their own biases.
Chris, we're on refs? No. We're on refs, and we're on the Chiefs. That right guard is jumping offside every play.
That's
to
bad.
To this day, every game. It's every play. How is it not being called?
Right.
It's
right.
every play he's
Think about it like this, Ty. Right? If I punched you in the shoulder, nonstop,
don't do that
for 3 years, all right, you're gonna stop feeling it, dude. And that's what the refs are with that right tackle, dude. He's done it so much that
insane.
the refs are like, we can't call flag every play. We gotta let it go.
Bro, I'm telling you right now, this guy, it's got to be stopped. If Dan Campbell,
It's Jawan Taylor, dude.
If we play them in the Super Bowl, hell, if any team plays them in the playoffs, their first game, which clearly someone's going to be, if the head coach does not go over to every single referee and show and literally be like, look at this guy, this is the motion that he does, illegal motion, and just show a highlight reel to the refs before the game of that right guard, dude, they will lose. I promise you, dude. The Chiefs, they'll lose the game. The Chiefs will lose the game. This guy, it was the reason that Aiden Hutchinson didn't have a single sack last year in the opener because the guy was already ready. He was already ready to take on one of the best pass rushers in the league.
I remember that like it was yesterday, dude, watching that game with you guys. Like, why are they not calling this?
It's still happening. And so literally, this hustle in my chat, the commentators are saying, just keep doing it if it works.
Yeah.
Commentators are like not being like, this is egregious. I mean, how is it not being called? They're like, well, they're going to get away with it. Why not? Dude, like, what are we doing? I can't stand it.
Yeah, we get to watch him against Watt on Christmas. That'll be fun. All right, I just wanted you guys to check that out again. I don't think that I'm not sitting here trying to say that the Vikings are the only reason that they're doing well this year is because of that at all. That's not what I'm saying. But it's interesting to look at, and I do think it's interesting after the Packers fans were whining quite a bit this past week to look at the Lions and the Chiefs both in the middle of the pack. So
I think Terry and Arnold might have all of our negative plays.
Dude, Terry Arnold
is our negative penalty yardage just
Dan Campbell gave him like the biggest compliment, by the way, like yesterday or today. He's like he's a demon, dude. He's so good.
Do you know the cornerback that has played the most man snaps this year in the NFL?
Terry Arnold.
So he's being asked to do a lot, but he's also it's funny.
Think about that coaching though, dude. We put a rookie out there who's been getting penalties like crazy, and he's getting to be unbelievable at the game. And now, when we need him most, he's going to be at his best from right now until the playoffs. That's insane coaching. You know, if we play him now, he could hurt us quite a bit. We might lose a game or two. We only lost one. But by the time we get in the playoffs, those reps are going to be worth it. Like that's next level coaching, dude. Love Arnold.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's look at all the games, man. We got a huge game tomorrow night. All of a sudden, it means something. The Niners have something to play for.
Huge game.
I picked the Bears to beat the Niners last week. I really thought with they finally got rid of Eberflus, the Bears were going to come out hot. They did not. 4 yards of offense in the first half. It was bad. The Niners have life. They have a home game. The Rams still competing for that division. Really, the Cardinals and the Seahawks both still think they have a shot. So it's going to be must-watch TV tomorrow night. Right now, the Niners are -3. Over-under is 48.5. What are you guys' thoughts so far in general on that game?
Oh, I got this down to a science.
Okay, what do you got, Ty?
Chris, I am obsessed with the Rams here. I'm obsessed with it. Dude.
+3 or money line?
Talk to me.
Both. Listen, we looked at what the Bears did to the did to the Niners in the second half. It almost looked a little easy. Obviously, they're just down too much, too predictable. Dude, the Niners aren't stopping anyone. Like they're not. The Niners, dude, you got Kyron. Puka is playing out of his absolute.
Oh, you mean they're not
mind
stopping anyone on the Rams?
on the Rams? No,
they just
way.
stopped the Bears.
Dude, but they had injuries on that defense, and they still shut down the Bears. And now you're talking about Bosa. I think he's questionable. I don't know, man.
I think
the
Rams,
49ers win.
I think the Rams are dialed.
I know they are.
I'm all over the Rams money line here.
I think they're dialed, Chris.
This is plus 124.
It's make or break. They're busting out all the plays they need. These are must wins. Every game's a must win.
Do you think that the 49ers will play zone all game against Stafford? I think the answer is no.
I don't think it matters.
I do. He's one of the best quarterbacks. He is the best quarterback in the NFL against the zone, and he's not against man. And the Bills played zone the whole game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Matthew Stafford's a beast, and he can play against man. And I trust the Rams defense right now. I know they just gave up a ton of points to Josh Allen. That was kind of bad. But Josh Allen also ran the ball like crazy. And I don't think you're going to have to worry about that from Brock.
Dude, I think this game's going to be super close, but give me the 49ers. Give me the 49ers by like 2 or 3.
Do you like the over, Chris?
No.
You don't like the over?
It's hard to love the over on Thursday Night Football.
I don't like overs on Thursdays, and I don't like overs on division games. So this is kind of a doubleheader for me. And the Lions, I will say this, the Lions and the Packers beat it last week. So
they crushed it last week.
Yeah.
I'm on the Rams. I'm on the Rams here in a big way, dude. +3 at -120. I kind of love.
Okay.
But you don't love it, Chris. You said Niners win by 2 or 3, so then you would be on. You wouldn't like that game. You just like the Niners money line.
I just don't want to bet this game. I don't like the price for the Niners. I think this game is way closer than I like the Rams +3 if I had to pick.
I love that, dude. I love that you don't want to bet this game, and I'm like literally the last 3 days saving my bets for this game. I'm going crazy on this game. All right, so me and Ty on the Rams. Chris is on the Niners. We'll have to be keep an eye out for that when we make our parlay for tomorrow night.
Okay.
Sunday, Ravens at Giants. The Ravens are 16-point favorites. Ravens -16. Over under is 42.5.
Not to be disrespectful. Because I have Derrick Henry in the playoffs right now. When are him and Lamar out of this game? Second quarter? Third quarter?
I mean, really, Chris? I feel like the Giants' defense has held so many teams to nothing. Like, to nothing. Literally, no matter who they are. It's somewhat close, isn't it? Like, every game. Have the Giants been blown out by a team all year? I'm looking right now.
Yes.
Definitely.
Blown out.
By the Cowboys, right?
Vikings 22.
28-6.
Commanders by 3. They lost the Browns by 6. They lost the Cowboys by 5. They beat the Seahawks by 9. They lost
Eagles blew them out.
They held the Bengals to 17. They lost to 25 to the Eagles. They lost by 8 to the Steelers, 5 to the Commanders, 3 to the Panthers, Tampa Bay 7. Okay, so it's like they have these games. CB, Cowboys by 7, 20-27.
So you're saying Derrick Henry will play the whole game? All right.
Yeah, I think he'll play the whole
game.
Chris,
I just don't know. You know what I mean, though? Like, I'm looking at it like they should have been blown up by everyone. But
well, so remember, DeVito's back.
I will never.
The Ravens. All I know is 16 points. 16
points.
And the Ravens are on a down spiral right now. They just are. I don't know. 16 points is a hell of a lot. Maybe this is their get-right game. They're coming off a bye, right? Maybe they just crush them. I mean, the Giants gave it their all, and they lost by 3 to the Saints. And that was a tough game. It really was. It was a physical game.
When they missed that field goal to take it to overtime.
Oh, my God.
I literally, my head just went, oh, no.
I would rather flex. I will never, ever bet a team -16 in the NFL. I will never do it. Don't care how bad the team is.
Yeah, I think that the NFL is a different beast. I struggle to do that too.
I would rather. I'm not kidding. I would rather I'd rather flex a game I'm more confident in to -16 for way better odds than take a regular -16 line. Like, give me the Bengals. I'd rather have the Bengals -16 against the Titans this week for way better odds than to take the Ravens here at -16. That's so many points.
I would rather ladder Rashad Bateman and Zay Flowers yardage.
I'm
than
never
even
laddering
touch
Zay
the
Flowers
spread.
ever again.
You
I'm so
can't
mad
touch
about
Zay.
that
You
one
can't
night.
trust him. It's not just
Yeah,
one night. Even
I'm
after
taking
that,
Zay Flowers' line. I'm taking Zay Flowers to get 80 yards. I'm
Chris, you
taking
better
Zay
leave
Flowers
that
to get
out. I don't know
100
if you
yards.
noticed.
I'm taking Zay Flowers to get.
I don't know if you
I'm taking
noticed,
Zay-
Chris. We're doing 3 parlays tonight instead of 2. We're gonna do a same game parlay at the end of the show here in 40 minutes. We'll do a same game parlay for tomorrow night.
Chris.
We'll do a
Hey guys, call it the
Stop
Zay
it.
Flowers
No.
parlay.
Well,
No, you
stop
gotta
it.
leave him off.
We'll do a player prop parlay for Sunday's games, and you will not choose Zay Flowers. And then we'll do a
Ray,
spread.
dude, Racing JV goes, Zay Flowers is horrible. I'm going to ladder him even harder now. I'm going to take him to 200 yards.
Oh my gosh, Chris is joking, kind of. So we're all on the Ravens to win, but Giants +16.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. Over under 42.5.
Dude, hey, do you remember do you remember when I
Remember
said
when he said the Lions would cover the over?
we'll get
himself?
that? Dude, the
Yeah,
Ravens
let's
will
go
get
over.
that.
I'll take the over.
I'll take the over. The Ravens will get 43.
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Give me the under, bro.
Wow.
Ugh.
I'm sorry. I
Ty
think
likes a 27-13 Ravens win here.
No, I like a 20-3. Like, I don't know, man.
20-3 Ravens cover.
Listen to me. I want the Ravens. Shut up, John. I want the Ravens to dominate this team. You have some of the best players in the world on you. I feel like just you have your key players. Zay Flowers is dominating. Bateman's pretty consistent. You know, you have a likely and Mark Andrews, and then you have Derek Mother Henry. Come on, let's go. Put up some freaking points.
All right.
All right, let's look at
Next
the
up.
Commanders at the Saints. Commanders are -7.5. Over
I
under is
love this.
43.5. What do you love here, Ty?
We got the Commanders coming off of a bye. We got the Saints failing to put up struggling to put up 14 points. And guess who's out, by the way? The man, the myth, the legend himself, Taysom Hill on IR. The Saints are in mother shambles. Here's what you're going to do, ladies and gentlemen. I love the Commanders spread here. It's one of my favorite things in the world. I would even tease it up to get plus odds to juice some of your favorite bets that you like. Nothing's a lock. Just want to throw that out there. And to hedge, take Valdez Scantling for like 80 yards because that's the only way that the Saints are going to win this game is just bombing. A Derek Carr bomb to Valdez Scantling. Just straight route, 80 yards every other play. And that's it. Because that's not going to happen, in my opinion. But that's the only way that this is going to be close. But I love the Commanders here.
Yeah, Carr. I think Carr's out.
Then give me the Commanders by 1 million.
Yeah, I like the Commanders -7.5. I also love the under.
Yeah.
I love the under. When you can take a spread that's -7.5, by the way, and then if you add the under to that, it pulls it up to +272.
Yeah, that's like taking a wide receiver's over on his yards and under on his receptions,
Yep.
right?
If you go -7.5 for Commanders and the over, it's only +248. So you get, 30 spots there. It moves.
Yeah, I mean, dude, Taysom Hill was literally the only person, besides the beginning of the year, Taysom Hill in the middle of the season was the only person moving that ball. Like, just because he was everywhere and he was doing everything, I felt like. And Kamara, obviously. That wombo combo was great. Yeah, love the Commanders here.
And by the way, chat, just you can take what you want here from us, but we're not when we're like, I like this, I like this, I like this, doesn't mean we're doing it. The only thing we're saying we're doing, unless we're saying I'm doing this, as Ty sometimes does, is our picks at the end. So I probably will not take the Commanders -7.5 and the under. That's just not usually a thing I do, but I do like it, is all I'm saying.
Yes.
So Chris, you same thing? Commanders -7.5?
I'm all over the Commanders, yeah.
All right, dude. Chiefs, Browns. The Chiefs are 4-point favorites at Cleveland. Why? Are they expecting a blizzard?
Let me tell you right now, dude. Give me listen. Browns +4 might be the most juicy thing I've ever seen in my entire life.
It is gonna be snowing
What?
and raining. It's gonna be snowing and raining.
I like the Browns to win, Chris.
16-mile-an-hour winds.
Listen to
You
me.
think the Browns are going to beat the Chiefs?
I will have a dog's bark parlay, Chris, and the Browns will be a part of it. But dude, at this point, I love Cleveland.
The Chiefs are on a 14. Is it 14? 14 games where they have won by one possession. Tease the Browns to +7 and slam it. Obviously, chat, nothing's guaranteed, but like I love that, right? Like I like to do a tease parlay. That's one thing I'm looking at.
Wow.
Is that the Chiefs they're not dominating anybody, and the Browns defense is real. And Jameis Winston can. And bro, listen, if the Panthers can put up 20+ points on our Chiefs, I think that Jameis Winston's gonna have a field day.
Jameis Winston might throw 3 touchdowns to the Chiefs.
That actually might be the tiebreaker, or like that. That actually, hold up now.
Yeah,
No,
give me the Chiefs.
The Lord will
Give me a -4 too.
prevent him from throwing pick sixes. He's gonna say extra prayers before.
Dude, he
this
comes
game.
down. He comes down. Hey, he puts the ball in Jerry Judy's hands.
Dude, Angels in the outfield in this game, bro. I don't know, man. It's just I got these hater feelings flowing through me. But again, the Chiefs, like, let's be real. Chiefs have not been able to cover almost ever, and their one possession wins are very consistent. So I like the Browns +4 here at home.
That is in my opinion, Ty, that is the fun, sexy way to bet that game. I'm not going to touch it. If I had to, I'd probably go Chiefs -4 just because the Browns aren't that good. But I love Jameis. I'll be cheering hard for the Browns +4 with you.
That's a fun +4. I'm not putting that +4 in any of my juicers, but maybe my teased. I might. Anyways.
Yep.
Okay.
What about you, Chris?
I like the Chiefs, and I like the Chiefs -4.
All right. Gosh, it'd be so fun if the Browns just win that game.
Dude, the Chiefs can't keep getting away.
Like,
with this,
here's the thing. It would be really fun if the Browns beat the
+4.
Chiefs and if the Bears found a way to beat the Vikings this weekend. It would just be awesome. The sports show next week would be so fun. But I don't think it's going to happen. All right, Bengals are -5 against the Titans.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to this game.
What do you mean?
A really good offense
Although-
against a pretty good defense, and then a really bad offense against a really bad
Titans
defense.
haven't been a really good defense in the last 4 weeks.
Did you see what they just did to Mac Jones and the Jaguars?
It doesn't take much. Yeah, I love John Chris.
Did you see what the Washington Commanders did to him 2 weeks ago?
I mean, talk to me,
Yeah, I'm
CB.
taking the Bengals -5.
And is this
Yeah.
and Chris? Is this a Higgins redemption game? Do you think, or is this another Jamar Chase showdown, brother? Where he
Jamar
just gets
Chase is
another-
going to go crazy the rest of the season.
Is this another 3 touchdowns? Like,
Chase and Burrow are back.
2,
Yeah.
I'd say 2 for Chase this game. I wouldn't go 3.
there's just no way. Anyways, love it. Yeah, Bengals -5. Bengals at only -225 seems criminal. Also, I mean, it's a road game, so I
Well-
guess they're gonna be playing in great weather. It's Tennessee. Like, it's,
Bengals
you know what I mean?
just beat
The Cowboys.
Bengals just beat the Cowboys, and the Cowboys
barely
defense
with the last second, and they could have lost that game. Like
They
the Bengals
should
defense
have lost that game. My read was
The
perfect.
Bengals defense is and this is the matchup. And I know you guys are thinking about fantasy, right? So you're thinking, oh, dude, T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Chase Brown. Those guys are popping off in fantasy for the Bengals. The Bengals got because their offense is so good. Their defense is so bad. It is so
really
bad,
bad.
that Will Levis might look like a quarterback. So, just saying.
Just so you know, the over-under for this game is 46.5. I love the under. It is going to be raining. 60% chance of rain the entire game. 15-mile-an-hour winds in Nashville.
Okay. All that means is that when Jamar Chase gets a 2-yard screen and takes it 80 yards to the house, defenders are going to have a hard time hanging on to him, bro.
True. We're all on the Bengals -5.
yes.
Yeah,
All right.
I'll still take a -5.
Before we keep going, one of you should talk about our sponsor.
I got it.
All right.
I'm ready.
Pulling it up. With my brand new banner, guys. All right. Guys, this stream live, the Three Brothers, is brought to you guys by our sponsor, DraftKings Sportsbook. What can you do at DraftKings, guys? I hope you know, okay? Parlays, same game parlays, same game parlay X's. One of the only sports books where you can parlay the hockey players on the same team to get points on the same line. Oh, thank you, DraftKings. All right. Download the DraftKings app now. That's promo code Blevins only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours, chat.
W's, dude.
Cheers, DraftKings.
Can I smell your headphones? What do you mean by that?
Navi, hold up. We got a little Navi appearance, guys. Look, there she is. Oh, the girl.
Wild.
Navi, bark twice if the Vikings are good.
Oh, I didn't hear anything.
Wow, weird.
Navi?
All right. Love that.
It'd be really funny if like Chance barked right now. We thought it was Navi.
No.
All right, let's go to the Dolphins
mall.
Texans.
Oh, dude, this is my okay. You guys know
I have
every-
hot
so, like,
takes
we
on
have-
this game, Chris.
We have not had a ton of exciting matchups. And right, obviously Thursday night's going to be awesome, but like the ones we've just been going right, they just have again. There could be an upset. This game, what do you think, JB? You said you're excited about it.
I think it's I'm excited because the game means everything to the Dolphins and has good implications for the Texans playoffs as well if they win. I think the Texans are going to kill them.
Whoa. Okay.
I do. I think they're going to kill him. I like Ty. You mentioned Tua. Statistically, Tua's doing really well. He has great weapons. His offensive line's protecting him right now. Top 10 in the league and pass protection. I'm
Don,
watching
do you know who
the Dolphins. He does not look good to me. Like
Really?
Do you know
yeah,
who the best passing offense in the NFL is since Tua came back?
the Dolphins.
The Dolphins.
It's the Dolphins.
Don't
but
care.
do you also know at minus 34% who the worst rush offense is in the NFL?
The Dolphins.
It's the Dolphins.
Yeah, I'm
So
I'm
it's hard,
watching
it's hard to
Tua.
win. Yeah, it's hard to win close games.
They do not look like the Dolphins of last year. You look at Tyreek Hill last year, it
don't.
feels like
Because-
every single game Tyreek Hill is taking the top off of defense for 50, 60, 70-yard touchdowns. They're just not doing it. He doesn't look that comfortable. He's hitting screens. He's throwing them. I just don't like it at all. I don't like the way he looks. I don't think the Dolphins are for real. I think Mike McDaniel's going to lose his job. And give me the Texans. Give me the Texans minus 6 or 7 here in the under 47.
Wow.
See, I like the Texans here, JB. However, I have to just disagree. I just feel like I know that they have the most explosive. They have two of the fastest players in the league, and they have some of the most explosive offensive players as well on their team. I just feel like for some reason this year, that's not what that wasn't just like when push came to shove, it just wasn't winning them games in the postseason, but there was also a snowball. So I almost, GB, it's like they wanted to like change their offensive strategy to be a little bit more manageable plays, right? Like Tyreek Hill's line has never been more than 70 receiving yards. His line was at like 100 last year, every game. So like, I don't think that's Tyreek doesn't have it anymore or he doesn't look comfortable. I think this is their offensive strategy is different. It is protect the ball. It is get the ball to their players quickly. And I mean, it's working for them, dude. They're hot. They're playing very well right now. Besides that Packers loss recently, but dude, Texans off of a bye. Give me Houston, dude. Give me Houston money line. I don't like the -3. I don't like Dolphins +3.
I think it's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like John thinks. I think the Texans pull this out, and it's only because the Texans pass defense, especially with like chunk plays, right, is good, and it's really hard to win in the NFL one-dimensional, right? So because Joe Mixon is doing what he's doing for the Texans right now, that's the edge to me. So I think that pushes the Texans over the top. But it's going to be I think it's going to be a good game.
Yeah, I say they're going to kill him. When I say crush him, like I said, I like the Texans -6, -7. I just mean I don't think it's going to be like the Jets Dolphins game. Like I think it's going to be more like the Lions when they beat what's the team? What's a good team?
Maybe the
that I'm
Packers
thinking
in
of.
Lambeau, like
Yeah,
kind of like a
exactly.
like a 10-point like a 10-point game, but it wasn't ever really close.
Yeah, it's not gonna. I don't think you're gonna watch this game and be like, "Wow, the Dolphins had every chance to win it." Like I just don't think they're gonna be able to compete. We'll see. Could be very wrong here. And listen, I mean, this game means everything to them. If they want any hope of getting to the playoffs here, Dolphins have to win this game, in my opinion. Jets Jags, guys. This one. Jets are -3. Over under is 40 and a half.
Okay.
I
So
want to say right now, I'm
we
not
are-
touching the game.
I'm not touching it.
We already submitted our picks. Raise your hand because I feel like we've all been guilty of this. Raise your hand if you pick the Jets.
The Jets?
Yeah. Oh my God, all three of us did it. All
We
right.
have to.
I mean, I know.
Surely Devontae
If you-
Adams and Aaron Rodgers against the Jaguars.
Surely. Tyler?
Surely they will
Surely.
win. Surely their offense will win this game.
Surely
Surely.
they will.
Surely.
All right, it's the Jets.
It has to be.
I'm
right?
hammering the Jets,
They-
my line.
They
It has
cannot.
to be.
I know that they've been finding a way to lose. They cannot find a way to lose to Mac Jones, right?
No.
No, they can't. Surely.
Thank you.
All right.
Real quick, let me just check real quick. Jets 2023 schedule.
They can't. They won't do it, right? They won't do it.
2023. When the Jets play the
I'm just gonna take
Jaguars in 2023.
Ty, John, you're muted.
Can you hear me now?
Yep. Yeah, I can.
Dang it. The Jets did not
Hashtag
play.
not an ad.
The Jets did
I mean-
not play the Jaguars last year.
I mean, guys, look at this, dude. Like, listen to the Jets. Like, the Jets, week 1, they lost to the Niners by 13. And this is super healthy Niners. Then they beat the Titans. Then they beat the Patriots 24. Lost the Broncos by 1. Lost the Vikings by 6. Lost the Bills by 3. Lost the Steelers bad 22. Then lost the Patriots by 3. Beat the Texans. Got crushed by the Cardinals. 1 point lost to the Colts. 5 points lost to the Dolphins. 6 points in overtime to the Seahawks. Sorry, you know what I mean? Vice versa. Flip those. This is one of those things where they dude, if they played it just a little bit cleaner ball on both sides, like even like an inch, their record might be completely flipped. So again, Chris, when I always say every single time I'm looking at the Jets, I'm like, how? How do I pick against them? Because they could, and then, you know, obviously, again, they're the opposite of the Chiefs. They're finding ways to lose. I don't think that happens against the Jags. There's just no way. They can't, you know.
I will say this, Ty, though. I will say this. Be very careful, not you, but everyone listening. Be very careful betting on games that either team has nothing to play for.
Yes, nothing to gain from.
The Jets
that's
are
another reason.
officially out of the playoffs. I mean, I think they've already said they're not going to bench a bunch of starters, but like, I don't think why risk Breece Hall getting hurt? If Aaron Rodgers is your QB1 next year, why risk him getting hurt?
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm not touching the game, but I do think the Jets should win.
Yep. I'm with you.
Cowboys Panthers, another barn burner. Panthers are -3 at home.
I
Panthers
picked the Panthers. I didn't know they were favored.
Yeah.
They are.
Over under 43, and I took the Cowboys.
No.
Okay. I think this game could go either way. I think 3 points is a lot. I take the Cowboys +3. I just think the Panthers get it done here.
My reason for picking
Panthers
the Cowboys is simple, dude. Micah Parsons, if he just, I mean, his attitude is awful. I can't see him. I can't see him staying on the Cowboys, to be honest. I mean, his attitude's awful. He says some wild stuff off the field. He left the game early the other day. Like, that's just bad leadership, dude. It's bad leadership. It's not a good look. But if he plays and tries, he could give Bryce Young fits.
Sure. But I mean, he didn't get a single sack last night, or a couple of like again, like, I mean, Joe Burrow isn't a fast quarterback. Okay, he's agile, yes, and he's got great pocket awareness. But Micah, I mean, Philly in your chat, John, says he didn't even get a tackle.
Micah Parsons, wow.
Not a single tackle.
I'd walk off early too then.
Give me Young, bro.
Yeah, I know. John, I like that we're different. I hate when we all pick the same team. So, but I'm on the Panthers too, and I think it'll be close. Dude, you know, like, do you guys remember when when Dak went down early a few years ago? Cooper Rush took the Cowboys like 7-0.
Yes.
He like just doesn't look the same. And I know the team isn't as good. Like, the offensive line isn't as good. The skill players aren't as good. But man, the way the ball leaves his hand sometimes, it's just like.
Yeah, no, I mean, obviously, Chris, there are moments where it's just like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like with backups, it's always like that. Cooper has had flashes where he's just dominating and plays incredibly well. And the second that in my opinion, the second they get out of that run game, the second they get out of we're not running with Rico Dowdle, at least last week or their last game, that's when he just looked awful. It's like when he knows that he has to throw the ball, that's when he's not playing well, which is just very, you know what I mean? Because like at the beginning,
Yeah, red zone turnovers, Ty, when he has to throw it too, is bad.
Yes. So, I mean, when Rico's playing incredibly well, which he has been these last couple of games, Cooper's definitely looked like he's a competent quarterback. But then it's like, you're down. Time to throw. Not even down by a lot. For some reason, they just get away from Rico. And when they do that, it's terrible. Like if he has to throw, it's over.
Yep. That game I'm not going to look at one time, though, just so you know, unless it's on the Red Zone channel when it pops up.
Yeah.
Which it won't be very often,
yeah.
I don't think.
Right.
By the way, I love the under there at 43. Colts Broncos, dude. The Broncos are -4. Over under is 44. That's at 325 in Denver.
I really like the Broncos here.
Love the Broncos here. Broncos at home. This is a bye for them as well, coming off a bye as well. I think Colts are too. There's a lot of byes last week. I love the Broncos here, bro.
I love the Broncos here, but I don't love them -4 at all. Like Anthony Richardson has been playing a lot better as of late. Can run the ball, give him a little bit of fits.
Love the Broncos.
Who'd the Broncos? I forget. Who'd they just give up a bunch of points to? Like 3 weeks ago, the Broncos gave up like 30 plus. I mean, I was shocked.
The Browns, right?
Was it the Browns? Yeah, it was the Browns on like Monday Night Football or Sunday Night Football.
It was that electric game. But that was Jameis Winston just throwing freaking darts.
I know, but dude, I could see Anthony Richardson chucking it downfield. And so that's all I'm saying is I don't love the Broncos -4 because I do think that could be like a 2-3 point game.
I mean, he tried to do that to us, and he was inaccurate. So maybe has he become a better long distance thrower?
Yeah,
like Anthony Richardson.
Yeah. I mean, he has a heck of an arm, dude. It's just he's either accurate or not.
Exactly. Like against us, dude, we could have lost that game, right? They dropped, or there were several wide open missed throws because all of our DBs are out. Like,
right.
So, yeah, I agree, JB. I think that game could get out of hand because that's exactly what Anthony Richardson might try to do.
Someone said Richardson is under 220 against Denver.
Yeah, I mean, dude, that's again, guys. This is one of those things where like they went down against us, and then Anthony Richardson had to make these massive throws. But again, they were there, right? Like the throws were there. So it's just like, you know, what's the script of the game going to be like? Are the Broncos coming out hot early? Are the Colts playing from behind? Can they contain Anthony Richardson? And is he being accurate? Like again, like the Colts are a very wild card team.
Again, does Richardson?
They have so many
massive
offensive,
arm.
Massive, dude. They have so many offensive weapons. It's scary.
Let's keep. Okay, go ahead, Chris.
No, I think that's going to be a more fun game than people think.
I agree.
Chris, I agree completely. I'm looking forward to this game.
I actually won't be watching. I'll watch the second half of the Dolphins-Texans game. I think we have something going on in the first half of the games this weekend, and then I'm watching football the rest of the day. But let's just go in order, guys. Bills at Detroit. Lions are -2.5. Over/under is 54.5. I believe that's the most. Just double checking. Yep, that's the most by kind of a lot in the as far as points go after the Bills just gave up 44 to the Rams. Lions money line is -142 on DraftKings right now.
Here we go.
I have thoughts.
I have thoughts too.
I will say this first, and then I'll let you guys go. No matter what happens this weekend, and I picked the Lions to win, so I'm not like making an excuse or anything. No matter what happens, no matter how this game looks on Sunday, and I mean if it's 45-44, if it's one of the best games of the year, if they play again in the Super Bowl, it will be a very different game. Like I just don't. I don't know, man. The Lions they can give up an AFC win. They don't have to win this game. They just can't lose an NFC game. And if they finish tied with the Eagles and this is the game they lose, it means nothing. The Bills, it's going to be hard for them to get the 1 seed with the Chiefs only having 1 loss. And so I just think it could be a really fun game. It should be a fun game. But I think if they meet in the Super Bowl, it's going to just be very different. That's all I'll say so far.
So I just want to give some just something that I think is interesting when I think about this game, because I watch a lot of football. And I've said this, but I've said something so many times, and you guys are going to know when I say it, but I've never said what I'm going to say about this game ever in my entire life. Okay. And then I'm going to say my actual take.
Okay.
So do you guys know like when we used to say, like we sometimes even do it now, where we go, I think this game is either close or Team X blows out Team Y.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I don't see Team Y blowing out Team X.
Yes.
I feel like we say it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of the only games I've ever looked at in my entire life where I could see like whoever has the ball last wins, or I could see both of these teams embarrassing the other team and going home. Like I could see the Lions blowing the Bills out on Sunday, like blowing them out. And I could see the Bills blowing the Lions out. Like this is one of the only times that all three of those scenarios have seemed possible to me.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to look at I'm just going to look at some of the chess real quick for you guys and say why I picked the Lions to win this game. One, we're home. Okay.
Black uniforms too.
The Bills really struggled running last week, and the Lions are very good when they make you one-dimensional. So if we make Josh Allen win this game, he could win because he's Josh Allen. He's freaking MVP, right? But I like our odds if we do that, and we are a great freaking offense. And you guys saw what the Rams did. We got Jahmyr Gibbs. We match up really well on the offensive line against their defensive line. Goff should have time in the pocket to deliver. Dude, I think I'd like J-Mo for an anytime touchdown in this game. So like that's what I think. I lean like Lions. I think it's lower than people think, like Lions 35-32. But again, that's kind of my analysis. But again, I could see anything happening.
I love the Lions minus 2.5. I think they win 35-27. Ty?
I find it impossible for a team to put back-to-back 40 points up. It's very difficult. Our defenses, we have a lot of key players that are coming back on defense for us as well. Or by a lot, I mean even one is enough to shift the tides in this game. I don't know. I've been saying like James Cook, I feel like, again, we've talked about it. Like, I don't think he's a dog. I think he's a great running back. I think he's a great athlete. Okay, he's great, and he's got great hands. They like throwing him down. They like checking the ball down to him too. But again, Cook's he's not going to drop 200 on it. You know what I mean? Right? Like he's not like. I think we're just way more explosive with our running back game. I think we win. I think we win by a lot. I do. And one of the reasons I really think we win by a lot is because they're off of a tough loss, 44-42. Josh Allen going to put those points up again? There's no way. If he does, he locks down MVP status, literally, with this game alone. But I don't think that happens, bro. I think they put up Josh Allen's passing stats and Jared Goff's side by side, and Josh Allen gets exposed in terms of from the quarterback position.
As of 2 weeks ago, Goff was ahead in almost every category.
He's gonna get exposed, bro. Jared Goff's like plus 3,000 for MVP. Josh Allen is leading by like minus 400. He's a heavy favorite. They're gonna put up both stats side by side, and Jared Goff is dominating him in every single quarterback statistic. And I think we're gonna see a huge shift in the odds there too after that. And I think the Lions win.
One thing I love the hype, Ty. I love the hype. I'll be honest. I was more worried about the Packers.
I like the bold prediction.
Personally, I'd be more worried about the Bills in the playoffs, but because that's a neutral site. But in Detroit, with our running game, dude, the Rams were bang scoring. I mean, Stafford was carving them up. The Lions are going to try. How do you beat the Bills, dude? You keep Josh Allen off the field. We're going to run the ball all over the place.
Under.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I don't hate the under. 54.5 has a lot of points, dude.
I know. I could see this game being 4-yard run, Gibbs, 5-yard run, Monty, 2-yard run, first down, 3-yard run, right? Like 7-yard check down, Amon-Ra, like lock, just and the Lions score 7-minute drive.
Right?
Yeah, this is one. I'll say this though, dude. I don't think Goff can throw a pick in this game.
Definitely
can't. We got away with a turnover against the Packers. I don't think that's possible against the Bills. The way Josh Allen's playing right now.
You don't think Josh's gonna throw you one? He'll throw you one. He's due.
John.
Chris, you love talking about regression to the mean, dude. Josh Allen is playing his best football of all time. He's having an unbelievable season, Ty, which is why he's the MVP. Even though
Correct.
Jared Goff is you're right. Jared Goff is better in a lot of important QB stats, but obviously you can't take away Josh Allen's running game, which is crazy. I think didn't he have three on the? I think he had three on the ground last week too.
He had 3 rushing touchdowns.
Jeez,
And 3 passing.
can you imagine
touchdowns.
if you bet three passing, 3 rushing from him? Unbelievable what that would have been.
And that's what scares me, John, with that offense, right? Because passing wise,
but regression. He's gonna throw some picks. He can't keep not throwing picks. He threw picks like crazy the last 5 years, Chris.
But he is going to. We play the most man defense in the NFL. He is going to have room to run.
True.
And we're going to have to tackle him.
If we don't spy him, I love our defense to tackle him, Chris. And if we don't spy him every play, I will be stunned.
See, listen, we're at a disadvantage here. Listen. Our offense is amazing. One of the most efficient, if not the most efficient offense in the league. So we should be fine on offense. I think our defense is better than their defense, but we're hurt. And in the Super Bowl, hopefully we have Anzalone back if this is the Super Bowl matchup, because Anzalone is huge for us. And we don't have him in this game. So I don't know if they're gonna spy Ty. I don't know which one of our linebackers is gonna do that. Like Campbell, I don't know if Campbell's fast enough. So we'll see. It'll be fun. It'll be a good game. But again, I don't know, man. We'll see. I could be wrong. I just could see this game being so different when it's in the Super Bowl and in a good way for both teams. Let's get to what is one of the most important games outside of this one for the Lions, guys. Please tell me the Steelers have a chance. Pittsburgh at Philly. I want the Lions to have the 1 seed. I want the Super Bowl, the NFC to run through Detroit. Pittsburgh is plus 5.5. Eagles minus 5.5. Over under is 42.5. Steelers at Eagles. What do you guys think?
I got some gems for you.
Chris, give me your gems first. It might change what I'm going to say.
Okay. The number 1 explosive pass play team is currently going against the number 1 explosive pass defense team. The Eagles allow the least amount of explosive pass plays. The Steelers get the most. So it's kind of like the best against the best. As far as, Russell Wilson's going to be chucking that ball. Is Pickens going to play this week?
I think he's out again. Someone said in my chat earlier.
Yeah, Buddy Mine earlier said that he thinks he's going to be out. And his hot take, Chris, is that he's not even that hurt and that he's being disciplined, which would be a huge step in the right direction for Mike Tomlin because he doesn't discipline his guys.
So I just want to drop that stat about the long ball. And here's my last one. The Steelers are 5-0 against the spread as underdogs. Meaning, right, every time they're underdogs, they cover plus money. Well, this year they have so far. So Steelers plus 5 is kind of juicy.
I love the Steelers plus 5. We're sitting here looking at. I mean, dude, you got Watt who can just pin his ears back and just go after Jalen.
No, he can't.
No.
They have Saquon.
What I mean is, CB is like they're gonna be ready. They can stack the box. So if Saquon runs, right, they'll be fine, and Watt can still just go after right. Like the play action should never work, in my opinion. Make him throw the ball. Jalen has not been throwing the ball to win games. It's been Saquon. Stop the run and just let TJ just go after him every single play. And I think that the Steelers. I like the Steelers.
Dude,
here,
I'll be cheering my ass off for the Steelers this game.
To cheer, of course.
But
I think Chris is absolutely right.
I like the Eagles.
Plus 5. It's very juicy.
Yeah, I like the Eagles to win. I don't like the Eagles to cover. And I don't love the Steelers plus 5.5. Like I don't. If one of you put that in your play this week for like our best picks, it'd make me nervous.
Yes, because the Eagles have the potential. But guys, we're sitting here I don't know, man. The Steelers have my respect.
I like the Eagles in this game, for sure. I want to make that clear. But I just thought that those stats were interesting.
It is interesting. The under 42.5 is fun too.
I mean, you would think, right? You just said you have one of the most expansive, right? All I'm thinking of is run. I'm thinking both kickers.
There's a lot of people that are super confident about the Eagles. Dude, the Eagles were home and just barely beat the Panthers. Should have won that game. Now you're going up
kicks.
Now you're going up against one of the best defenses in the league, and you think the Eagles are going to put up more points? There's no way.
I think this
is going to be a close game. I'm taking the Eagles though.
Give me Boswell for 4 field goals.
There's no weather, by the way, Ty. High of 43 that day, cloudy, no rain, at least for now.
Bro, give me Chris Boswell.
At least for now.
Over 1.5. Like field goals. The fact
I like that.
It's almost plus money. Are we joking here?
I like that.
Bro,
I don't think the Eagles are going to get out and blow them out where they're going to not be kicking field goals. So I kind of like that.
That's what I'm saying. I think the Eagles are going to win. I think there's no chance they blow the Steelers out.
that might be my lock.
Let me
That
tell
might
you
be
what I
my
want to
lock
see.
of the week is Boswell 2 field goals.
Let me tell you what I want to see from the Steelers here, dude. Russell Wilson, I've watched 80% of his games this year, maybe 90. As I told you guys a couple weeks ago on the sports show, he's throwing outs on the left, flats, and he's throwing go routes. It's like, so Chris, when you mentioned that he has like leading the league in explosive pass plays, I'm a little shocked because a lot of times explosive pass plays are like Jamison Williams slants where he's getting a bunch of yards after the catch. Russell Wilson's throwing go routes, dude, and Pickens is going up and getting the ball. And it's amazing. I want to see a little more of what I saw from him last game, which was some good throws over the middle, like some tight throws, not just bombs downfield. If Russell Wilson can throw the ball all over the field instead of just flats and goes, I think the Steelers could win the game. But I'm taking the Eagles.
Yep. I think we're all on the Eagles, right?
Yep.
Or Tyler, are you on the Steelers?
I think I'm pretty sure I'm on the Steelers. I'm gonna go Steelers. I'm going with my gut.
Sweet. I love the confidence there, Ty. Couple games left here, and then we're gonna get into our parlays here before we close. Patriots at Cardinals.
Why are the Patriots
Over under
+6?
46. Dude, I think the Cardinals are gonna kill them.
Really?
They're desperate. They're desperate, dude, and the Patriots have nothing to play for.
But that doesn't. They haven't had anything to play for the last.
I know,
couple
but
weeks,
the
and they're
desperate
still-
home team who has one little shot left of winning the division. I love the Cardinals.
Okay. Money line or spread?
Both. Give me a -6.
All right.
I'm not going to put it
Yeah,
in my guarantee this week for our parlay, but I like them.
I like the Cardinals to win this game. They are just so hard to predict.
Yeah. I mean, Kyler Murray had 2 interceptions last week too, right? Like,
Yeah, they were
I
bad
picked-
too. They were back to back, I
picked
think.
the Steelers, I picked the Seahawks last week, but like, you never know what Cardinals team you're going to get. You never know what Kyler you're going to get.
I'm pretty sure
Right
Kyler threw
now.
2 picks back to back, boys. Like he threw a pick,
hey,
they got the ball back
Yeah,
again,
it was
and then he
early.
threw another one.
yeah. Chris said since after OG Fournette came out, Kyler Murray's been choking.
Stop.
Just seems like every time there's a big video game release,
That isn't counted right now, dude. This year, what's going on?
Murray kind of drops off.
I'm on Cards -6. What about you guys?
Give me Pat.
I'm not taking the spread.
I like Patriots +6. I don't care that they have nothing to play for.
Who'd you pick to win the
Cardinals
game?
I think I picked the Patriots to upset.
The Cardinals really
it up.
struggle to get pressure. So, dude, it's week versus week. Patriots O line versus Cardinals D line. So I think Drake May is going to be able to make some plays. He's been great
Tyler
despite that
did
awful offensive line.
indeed pick the Patriots to win,
I did.
and he indeed did pick the Steelers to win.
did?
I'm not picking the Patriots, but give me
And he
give me
picked
the Cardinals.
the Browns. I
I'm not
love
taking
it, Ty.
-6.
I love it, dude.
Dude, this week I'm gonna have the worst record
Or the best. Or the there's no middle.
There's no in between. I looked at every one of those games and I'm like, I like the Patriots. They're playing well. They're playing close ball. Cardinals have not been. That's why I picked that. It was the same thing with the Browns. Browns have been they've been explosive. They've been great. Obviously they aren't clutching and winning, but the Chiefs on the road, they can't keep getting away with it. That was the reason I picked that. So I got my reasons, bro.
Yeah, it's fun. It's fun.
It is fun.
Let's go to Bucks Chargers here. The Chargers are -2.5, guys. This game is so weird because there's 2 teams that I actually really like watching, but I'm not looking forward to watching them play each other. Like I'm watching Herbert every week, and I'm watching Mayfield as often as I can. But for some reason, I'm just not that pumped about this game. Give me the Bucks.
I'm
Give me the
really
Bucks.
interested. You guys all picked the Bucks.
Give me the Bucks.
Yeah.
I thought the Bucks are going to win too. I thought this was going to be a coin. I thought you guys were going to pick something different.
No way, bro. Chargers?
Nah,
Come
dude,
on,
the
man.
Bucks are hot, dude. The Bucks are annoyingly good at football.
I think the Chargers are just too predictable. on
John, aren't they
offense.
like 7-6?
Yeah, but they're getting healthy. They beat the Lions. They're getting healthy. They should have beat the Chiefs.
Yeah, Mike's eating. I mean,
Mike Evans is back.
Bucky
White, did you
Irving.
see White? Rashad White's
Rashad
back, dude.
Rashad
Irving
White's
got
been back,
hurt,
bro.
and White was flying all over the field, stiff
No, he
arming
wasn't.
people into the ground. Oh, it was awesome.
He was getting barely what he.
That
Dude,
was
White.
awesome.
I watched that whole game too. White is White. Bucky Irving's way better than.
I agree,
Rashad
but
White.
but he's hungry.
I took the Bucks Man, I really thought we were going to have a debate here. Okay.
No, I'm Herbert's biggest fan, and I will be cheering for Herbert throughout the entire playoffs. And I love Jim Harbaugh, but I just think the Bucs are better right now, and the Chargers have to figure out. Jim Harbaugh, in my opinion, was up for Coach of the Year before the last few weeks, and in the last few weeks, he's made some really dumb NFL coaching decisions. You can't punt the ball in field goal territory when you have Dicker the kicker. You can't do it, like especially when your defense is lighting the Chiefs up. Go get points. Get down the field and score. It's crazy to me. Give me the Bucs, baby.
Yeah.
We're on the
the
Bucs. All right, we're
Yes.
absolutely including that in our play later. Packers at Seahawks, dude. Sunday Night Football. I can't
I'm
wait.
so excited for this.
I can't wait. Packers are -2.5, over under 45.5.
I mean, guys, it's got to be Green Bay, right?
Yeah, I picked Green Bay. They're the better team, but it's still exciting because the Seahawks can win.
And the Seahawks right now are just like the opposite of the Cardinals. Seahawks are playing much better, playing much more consistent than they were at the beginning of the year. They're winning games.
Dude, it's kind of
And they're
crazy that they look.
home.
Kenneth Walker is good, but every time he's out, Charbonnet looks better.
Better.
Charbonnet
Charbonnet's
was
just
killing it.
cooking, dude. Charbonnet's giving the guggle.
Like every time I watch Kenneth Walker play, I'm like, how's he not doing better this year? Because it's always like he's running right into the line. But when he gets
Yeah.
out in space, he's electric.
Someone just reminded me, Lions hangover.
Oh, boy.
Lions hangover,
If I-
dude.
Give me the
Packers
Seahawks.
Packers are on 10 days rest though. I'm taking the Pack.
I'm gonna go Hawks, bro. The Hawks find a way to just ruin things in the North. They do.
They hate each other. These two teams hate each other. It's
Give
so
me the Hawks.
fun.
Andre, if you're watching, if I picked the Packers, swap it before we post it.
I think you did. Guys, I think the Packers are the better team. I would rather face the Seahawks than the Packers in the playoffs. This is no disrespect to Green Bay, and I still think Green Bay can go on a run in the playoffs. Seattle at home in a must-win game for them when the Packers are, playing for a 6 or 5 seed. Who cares? Give me the Hawks, dude.
And the Hawks make people turn over the ball, bro.
Wait,
Give
so
me
am
the
I the
Hawks.
only one to pick the Packers?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Well, let me
Seahawks are
tell.
getting
Can I
turnovers.
say why?
Yeah, let me hear it, Chris.
All right.
Talk to me. Talk dirty to me.
So Geno Smith recently has been his highest success rate is hitting Jackson Smith and Jigba over the middle,
Oh, yeah.
right? So he's like his number one target right now. He's kind of like his Amon-Ra St. Brown, right? He's his safety blanket. If the Packers can find a way to take that away, he has not been really finding anyone else. Like he'll hit DK for like a 18-yard bomb now and then, but it's been all Smith and Jigba, and they've been one-dimensional more often than not this year. And I think like the Packers with Jacobs, Jordan Love just has it sometimes. I just think the Packers win this game.
I can't wait to watch that one, dude. Sunday Night Football, man. Feed me. Gosh, why do you
I
have to
think
bring
it's going
up
to be a
food,
great.
Jimmy?
I'm so excited for that game.
Yeah, I can't wait. So Ty and I on the Seahawks, Chris on the Packers. Let's go to Monday night, and then we'll make our parlays. Bears at Vikings. Tell me this spread would not be 3 if the Bears didn't absolutely poop the bed last week against the Niners, especially in the first half. Vikings are -6.5 at home. Over under is 43.5. I have the Vikings winning, guys, but I love the Bears plus 6.5. It's a lot of points.
Wait, you have the Bears what?
I like the Bears plus 6.5.
Oh,
But I
6.5
like
is
I
a
like
lot
the
of
but I
points.
like the Vikings to win.
There's
Yeah,
no
me too.
way the Packers, I'm sorry, that the Bears come out here and they don't play better than the start of last week. They got an extra day of rest too, dude. Give me the Bears plus 6.5. I like the Bears to upset the Vikings because I think they're frauds. But
But you did pick the Vikings to win on your picks.
I did pick the Vikings to win, unfortunately.
all right. Then you guys are
Um,
going to love my take.
because
Okay.
They should win this game.
Give me the Vikings -6.5. I think they all but fire the interim head coach at halftime. And again, guys, I'm not saying they're going to do that, but what I'm saying is I think the Bears get embarrassed on Monday Night Football in front of a national stage.
I'm here for it.
Always down for a little Bears.
Chris?
Smearing, dude.
What's up, bud?
I go back to the last time that I remember watching a Vikings prime time game against a team they should have shellacked.
Uh-oh.
And that was the Joe Flacco-led Indianapolis Colts. I believe that was a primetime game. It was. I remember it was night. And the Vikings won 21-13 at home. So
8 points. They covered.
they did. I'm just saying, like, I'm just saying, dude, like, they did not look good that game. I remember that game. To me, we've seen all shades of the Vikings. We've seen them kill a team they should kill, like the Falcons. We've seen them somehow almost lose to the Jags. Which team is it? I lean towards that they're very good. They should blow them out the way the Bears are playing right now. We'll see.
Thank you.
We'll see.
Thank
It'll
you.
be interesting. Guys, let's make some parlays. Ty, why don't you do our final thank you to our partner here, DraftKings. Let's
Ladies
get
and
all these up.
Ladies and gentlemen, this
Mine's
this
ready.
This Blevins Bros Sports Show is brought to you by DraftKings. The crown is yours. If you guys use code Blevins, BLEVINS, you guys bet $5 first-time bettors. You can get up to $150 in bonus bets.
If that $5 bet wins, which is amazing.
If that $5 bet wins. Oh, didn't. All right, there you go. Boom. Also, if the bonus bet wins, you get well, that's amazing. Thank you for that, JB. A little alley-oop there. Do you guys know there's so many things you can do on DraftKings as well, by the way, which is same-game parlays. You can also do not just same-game parlays across multiple sports, too. W's up in the chat, guys, to our sponsor, DraftKings. Thank you very much. Again, code Blevins, please. Set limits. Be responsible if you guys are going to start sports betting. And good luck. Let's have some fun.
Alley-oop. Well done, my friend. All right. Let's rock and roll, dude. Let's make some parlays.
I'm ready.
Let's make some
All right,
parlays
so
here.
we're starting with Thursday night, tomorrow night.
We are starting with tomorrow night. A same-game parlay. No, absolutely zero teasing in any of these parlays this weekend.
Are you being serious?
Yes. Be confident.
Just
Well, I
let
got
me
one.
tease, dude. Just let me tease.
No teasing, bro. No teasing, man. That's how I have a fourth kid on the way.
Oh boy.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was muted.
I mean, I got one, bro.
What do you got?
I mean, like, he's so. I mean, I love him though. I like George Kittle's over
Yards or receptions?
yards.
58.5.
What are his receptions at?
Yeah, you got that in the first quarter against the Bears. I'm in.
Yeah.
Wait. Which? Say it again. Say it again. Which one?
His receiving yards. George
Who?
Kittle,
George Kittle.
57. George Kittle, he had 151 yards against the Bears. Obviously, 1 reception and 7 yards against the Bills. I don't know what happened there. The game before that, 82 yards, 6 receptions, 57 yards against the Bucks, 3 receptions, 6 receptions against the Cowboys, 128 yards, 6 against the Chiefs, 92 yards, 5 against the Seahawks, 58 yards, 8 against the Cardinals, 64 yards.
Yeah, I'm in.
All right. So George Kittle.
I love that play.
What's his line
That
at?
was gonna be, and that was gonna be mine. 58.5.
Yep.
Minus 125.
Okay.
Dude, they juiced Jennings' line this week.
Yeah, they did, bro. He's number 1. The fact that he's above Debo is wild. Like, why?
No,
is Debo,
dude, Debo's trash.
I really.
Ready? Here.
Uh-oh.
I'm ready for
I
mine.
just like Debo. Hear me out, Chris. I just thought Debo, like last year, I feel like, you know what I mean? Whenever I thought of Debo, he was just a demon.
All right, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. Bears. 3 targets, 22
God.
yards. 22 yards.
3 targets
Bills.
is crazy.
5 targets, 20 yards. Green Bay, 4 targets, 21 yards. Seattle, 7 targets, 22 yards. The last time he went over his current line, which is at 48.5, is against the Tampa Bay Bucks, 6 targets, 62 yards. Dude, my second favorite play was his under.
Give me a Debo Samuel touchdown. I'm just kidding.
What?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm
Oh
kidding.
my gosh.
Oh, man. I was going to do his under. Do you guys not like that?
I mean, 50 yards, right? Like,
I don't. I hate on. I just hate unders. I just hate unders. It's not fun to cheer for unders.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
I mean, guys, I'm looking at the anytimes too, by the way, guys.
I'm taking.
I mean,
I'm taking the anytime tie.
I mean, I like the top two right now. The odds aren't terrible either. Guerrero and Williams are -155 and -150.
Give me
Let Chris pick his thing first.
give me Brock Purdy over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
Brock
Done.
Purdy. I hate this because I'm picking the Rams to win, and we're doing. How many passing tutties?
Over 1.5.
So 2 plus.
-135.
Yep.
And then
All
what do
right.
you got, John?
Give me a Puka Nakua tutty.
Ooh, juicy.
All right.
It's a juicer, bro. It's a juicer megooser.
Done. I locked it in.
I'm doing 15 to win 75.
Got it. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Taking them all individually as well. All right.
All right. So that is our same game, guys. For those following along at home, George Kittle's over receiving yards at 58.5. Puka Nakua anytime tutty, and Brock Purdy 2+ passing touchdowns or over 1.5, depending on what it says on yours.
Oops. Let me get rid of this.
Yep.
All right. Let's do now. This one we haven't done all year, but I know Chris is gonna love it, and I know Ty flirts with a lot of. Ty does bets on all these games, and so he will like this too. You can pick. You can pick any Sunday game, player prop, no teasing, and not from the game from tomorrow.
I love it. Got it. Steelers kicking Chris Boswell over 1.5.
Okay, going there right now.
Fun fact, guys. Chris Boswell has had at least 2 field goals in every single game but 2. He had 1 against the Cowboys and 1 against the Colts.
Dude, I never bet field goals. Where
Yeah, I
are
mean, either I don't
those?
even know where to look, dude.
You guys serious?
No, I'm dead serious. Yeah.
Oh, D special team props. I found it.
Okay.
Dude, he had 2 last week against the Browns, 3
You
against
said
the Bengals,
Boswell over 1.5.
over 1.5, 2 against the Browns again, 6 against the Ravens, 4 against the Giants, 3 against the Jets, 4 against the Raiders, 2 against the Chargers, 2 against the Broncos, 6 against the Falcons week 1.
Do I go back to the well?
Go back to the well. That's the thing, guys, right? Like I'm looking at the Steelers have just enough of an offense to get in the red zone, and the Eagles have an incredible defense right now to stop them from scoring. So like I love Boswell kicks here.
I hate that.
But
I
he's
can't
just been
find
money.
it.
You just said it, John. Defensive special plays, right? Chris, where'd you find it?
Yeah, defense and special teams. John.
Oh, there it is.
John,
Okay.
I believe in you, JB.
You can do it.
All right.
All right, Chris, what you got, dude?
So, debating between 2. 1 sec. John, do you have one now? Because I'm debating.
Yeah, go to the Lions-Bills game.
Okay.
You're going to go to touchdown scorers.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
And you are going to go to a Jahmyr Gibbs anytime.
Done.
Look at you, John.
And I think he could get 2 or more. And I also think he could run it or get a break one. He has not really broken one in a while, like a screen. And I think he's due for just a huge game.
Okay.
All right, what's yours, Chris?
I'm still looking at my lines, man. That's insane.
I mean, Jamar Chase just came off of 3 touchdowns, Chris, and he's still minus 150, 155 against the 1 touchdown. Talk to me.
I like Tony Pollard too.
See, I just don't ever want to bet on the Titans to get. I mean, I tried last week. Last week, I was like, bro, you know who keeps getting in for them?
Chris
right?
might take till midnight.
Sorry, I just really want a lock since we get to pick every single game. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The kicker that Ty picked, guys, is Boswell. He kicks for the Steelers.
I mean, Chris, I got one for you right now.
Don't stop saying that.
Okay.
You're messing me up.
Sorry.
Ty's been live for 12 hours.
I have to do it, right?
I've been live for 14 hours and 20
14
minutes.
hours.
I got to go Zay Flowers over 58.5 receiving yards, right?
You're joking.
No, we already said you couldn't do that.
Don't you dare. Do not.
Please.
Do
It's
not
a
do
lock.
this to us. Do not do this.
Chris,
to us.
we already said no.
It's a lock, though.
We can't do Zay Flowers. If we do Zay Flowers, how about this? If we do Zay Flowers and he doesn't hit,
You owe us
you have
money.
to cover our bets.
Yep.
No.
Yeah, well, then
not
it's not a
fair.
lock. Then it's not a lock, is it? Then it's not a lock, is it?
That's not fair.
Not a lock, then, is it, dude?
Dude, why would you pick one of the streakiest?
Why would you
Chris,
go back
come on.
to the one that made us mad the one time?
God, because I'm feeling it, guys.
I got one.
I'm
dude.
feeling it.
Let him do it,
No
Ty.
one's
Let's let him
stopping
do it. Let's let him do it.
I'm feeling it, Ty.
Oh my- Are you really?
I'm
Let's
feeling
let him do it.
dude.
Let's let him do it, bro.
Okay.
Come on. It'll
All
be
right.
great content next week if it doesn't hit.
It will be.
Yes.
Chris is going back
Yes.
to
Zay Flowers.
I'm gonna
Zay
be so mad.
Flowers over
I'm gonna be
Over 50.
blowing your phone up, dude.
over 58.5 receiving yards. Thanks, guys.
All right, hold on. We're going back to the well.
I'm so mad at you right now, CB.
Thanks, guys. Hey, thanks for your faith.
All right, sweet.
Ooh,
Guys, number one receivers pop off against the Giants. Will you just
hang on.
trust?
Denny, let's hear it. Cloaks is in my stream. He goes, "Can you rate my parlay on stream?" Denny,
Oh
let's hear it.
gosh, bro.
Type it. You guys can all see his chat, right?
Yeah, we can see
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Denny Loki kind of cooks sometimes, believe it or not.
Does he? I think what Dennis does is that he blindfolds himself and throws a dart and just hits it.
Dennis would be up more than Dennis over 1.5 Reno, not 2.5. Dennis would be up more than any one of us if he just took every single one of his bets and bet them individually as well. Because he'll
Said
make
I
like a
send it
12
to group, Ty, so you got to read it out loud from your phone.
Okay, I got it.
I mean, that's everyone in the world, by the way, dude. That's everyone in the world who only bets parlays.
I know, but I'm okay. This is heavy tease. Heavy tease.
Zay Flowers
It's-
over. Hold on, Ty. Zay Flowers over. Let's go back. Let's just do this one more time. Let's go over this for the clip for us. So Tyler has Boswell over 2.5, right? Or over 1.5.
1.5.
Over 1.5 field goals for the Steelers. I have a Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown, and Chris has Zay Flowers over receiving yards. Okay,
Yep.
that's
58.5.
that's that one. We're gonna rank Cloaksies here, and then we're going to do our final one.
I think you guys might yell at him. You guys might. This might.
All right,
this
let's
might
hear
be
it.
awful.
It's plus
I'm all
1200. Let's
for
hear it.
Okay. Yeah. Here we go. Plus 1200. Puka Nacua. This is a lot of teasers. Puka Nacua 40 receiving yards.
Okay.
Juwan Jennings over 40.
Yep.
Cooper
Okay.
Kupp over 40.
Okay.
Debo Samuel 2 catches.
Okay.
Ooh, that's
Juwan.
tight.
It is tight. He's had a lot of games this year with just one. Juwan Jennings 4 receptions. Ricky Pearsall over 1.5
Pearsall?
receptions.
Sure.
Pearsall. And then Rams minus 6.5. The reason it's a juicer is because he teased the Rams to win by more than 3.
Yeah.
To win by 6.5. That's
Yeah, I
usually
don't
the
like.
odds with it.
I don't like it with that at the end.
Dennis, this is
I love it because I love Stafford. That's tough, dude. Listen, there's Dennis. I'll say this, buddy. There's a reason it's plus 1200.
Yep.
yeah, dude. I don't like that.
I'm gonna rate
but
it scale of 1 to 10. I'm gonna give it a 6.
Denny,
I
I'll give
think-
it a 5. I just think you're
Ty,
teasing down.
how many legs? How many legs would that be, Ty? How many legs is
7.
that?
7.
I think 5 hit.
Yep.
That
Yep.
6-string running back Cloaksy last week had like 30 plus fantasy points, bub, against a decent Bears defense.
Yeah.
Should be a good game though.
Yeah. Chris, what I was going to tell you, by the way, over and over and over again, and which, you rightfully were interrupting me because I was making you lose your focus. Noah Gray, over 2.5 receptions.
Yeah, he's been solid.
He has been his go-to, brother. His go-to.
As much as you can be a Chiefs go-to.
I mean, dude, with that, you know?
No, I feel you. John, what's the last one, bud?
All right, the last one is what we usually do. This is our favorite spread play or money line that has to be minus 150 or better. So, and no teasing. No teasing. So you can do Niners minus 3 or Rams plus 3 or Rams money line. You can do those, but you can't do Niners money line because it's too much, minus 154.
I'll go first. Give me the Commanders minus 7.5.
All right. Ty is on the Commanders minus 7.5. Tyler's also very excited that we just found out that Derek Carr is also not playing.
Of course. And Taysom Hill's out?
Yep. And Olave.
Come on, bro.
So Tyler's got the Commanders minus 7.5.
God, I just want to be so contrarian this week. I'm sorry, guys.
Chris,
Yeah,
dude,
not
just do
surprised.
it, bro.
Ooh, dude. Never mind. Chris
God,
is he's thinking.
I mean,
give me the Bucks plus 2.5.
Okay.
done.
All right.
No, Mr. Vernon, Noah Gray is not in the parlay.
And
I'll
I
have these posted on our Discord as well.
so
Discord is
badly. I just want you guys to know that more than anything, I want to take the Giants plus 16.5 because it's so many points. It's so many points.
It is.
I will take. I'm trying to be generous here, guys. I'm trying not to pick against what you guys think's happening because I hate nothing more than that.
This is what you believe, JB.
I know.
And we
I
tell it
know.
because we believe.
I know.
Go.
All right. I'm going to do it. Give me the Lions money line. It's minus 136.
Wow.
Boom.
Bold.
So that's Commanders minus 7.5, Bucks plus 3, Lions money line.
I like it, JB. Way to put your heart on it.
No, you know what? I like it. I like the Lions minus 2.5. I almost did that, but I was like, you know what? Let's just take the money line. Forget it. If it's 1 point game, it's 1 point game. I want to share this one with you guys just because this is my don't overthink it this week, which Ty loves, and I made it only
don't overthink it.
but it includes one that you would normally not think, Ty, and it's a short
Okay.
one, but it's a
Okay.
juicer. So I have the Cardinals money line.
Really?
Yeah, minus 290, just money line. I have the Bengals
Okay.
money line over the Titans. I have the Commanders money line. Those three, minus 370, minus 240, minus 290, with the Rams money line is plus 456.
Wait, with the Rams money.
Yep,
line.
because that's for me. Don't overthink. I like the Rams to win. I really like them to win. I almost just picked that as our thing, but I don't want you guys to be mad. But give me that actually makes that plus 450.
What was the first three?
Commanders, Bengals, Cardinals, and then if you add the Rams, it brings it all the way up to plus 450, which I think is just a juicer. A little bit of juice is good.
All right, JB.
Oh, you don't like a juice?
Whatever, dude.
You doing
Wow.
it?
Let's ride, brother.
I'm tailing for sure.
I'm riding that, dude. I put 5 units on it.
I love that.
I did. I put 5 units on it to win 300.
That's.
I can't even
kinda
count that.
nuts.
You like that one, don't you, Ty?
I really
Doesn't
like
that
one because
just
I
feel
think
like plus
I just
450 for
hate-
the Rams to win?
I just hate. I hate a football bet where if it loses on Thursday, it's just over.
It's just over. Yep.
Yeah, but then you just take it again without the Rams, Chris.
No, because then it's nothing. I don't even know if those three combined
plus-
gets you to
plus.
plus 100.
It does.
Does it?
Yeah, plus 154.
Ooh.
Yeah, the Cardinals, literally just those. The Cardinals, Washington, Bengals, plus money. I love. Listen, three teams that not just should win because of they're favored. They're better and better by a lot. And then you take bing, 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 right? I love that.
All right.
It's a juicer. Guys, you're doing a
Just
great
love
job
how
on the
all
sports
marketed.
show, by the way, man. I gotta share this with you before we sign off. So when I did the subathon, I was live 6 or 7 days, almost in a row, minus the Sunday, for 12 plus hours every single day. And that included a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And the amount I'm talking about 300-400 plus individual people over those 3 days, just in my chat, 300-400 plus people, some of them first time chatters I'd never seen before. When's the sports show? When's the sports show? When's the sports show? When's the sports show? When's the sports show this week? Did it already happen? Did I miss a sports show? I'm like, and of course you guys know we rescheduled it 3 times. And so we were going to do it like Friday, then Sunday, then Saturday, then this. When is it? When is it? When is it? When is it? And I was like, okay, that is one of the most affirming things that I've seen happen since we've been doing this thing, dude. So many people watch it, count on it, love it, rewatch the VOD later. Tomorrow morning, if my VODs were off, I'd get so many messages. When's the VOD coming up? Where is it? What? So I just wanted you guys to know that because I got all that good feedback, but didn't share it with you. Ty, I'm sure you get a
Thank
lot
you,
of
man.
it on your stream. But man, it was a really
don't
cool
get
thing because I was like, I don't even know who you
any
are.
of
Why
it.
are you yelling at me that we're late?
Yeah, I don't get any of it. So thank you for sharing, John.
100%. Great show
Yes,
tonight, guys.
every Wednesday, Vinny. Wednesday for 7:15 is our unless we move it from that, it's usually always Wednesday 7:15.
Yep. Next Wednesday, 7:15, 2 hours, same thing. Make sure you follow Blevins Bros Sports Show on Twitter and Instagram. We'll be posting all of our clips. I'm working closely with our editor to like make sure that all of us are posting clips on time, which is going to be really fun. Our editors are great. They're doing a great job. So just follow along, guys, and enjoy the weekend. I hope your team wins.
Let's go.
Unless you're the
Hey,
Bills
thanks for
fans.
watching and take care of each other.
Take care of each
All
other.
right. Love you guys. Bye, everyone. Boy.